Song, great message. Love that song. That's off the Friend of the People soundtrack. Mixtape years ago. Years ago. What's good? How's everybody's week? Hope everybody had a great week. My week was spectacular. I just got off of it. DJ said he look after elderly women. That's cool. You gotta do better about your Cash App placement. Where you wanted at? Y'all don't understand. On my screen, it looks out of the way. So where you tell me where I needed to move it to so y'all can see it. Y'all got to let me know. I can't see it on my screen. Slightly lower. Yeah, see, some people should it be good, some people should it be off. I don't know. But I respect it because I know how it be. What up, YouTubes? What's good, man? It's over the prompt. Oh, okay. Here, let me move it down a little bit. I can't move it no lower than that. Here, I'll throw it over my face. Is it cool if I do it like this? That's crazy. Many won't help family either. Yep, they won't. But we know how it go. I gave him the out. Man. Nah, I won't change it. I won't change it to including family and friends. I won't do that. Cause trust me, y'all. I know how these things go. I've been doing these prompts a long time. I know how these things go. It's gonna get too bogged down with the I protect my wife. I protect my okay. Yeah. We know. We know you love the woman that's giving you vagina. I get it. What up, Julio?
How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm a little tired, but I'm good. What's good with it?
Oh, I'm a little tired myself. Question: because this one is always I've always been a little not afraid to tackle this topic, but the question that has always run into is when I try to have this conversation with men is the typical comeback is, well, why should I protect a woman that I'm not attracted to, that I have no, or rather, let me phrase it this way, because that's they say that, but then they typically say also, what loyalty should I have to someone that I don't know?
Mm-hmm.
So, what would be your response to that? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
From your for your perspective on that one.
My response to that is easy. I mean, wouldn't you, whoever is saying that, wouldn't you want that person to protect your wife if you weren't there, or protect your daughter if you like? Don't we all owe each other as human beings as much protection as we possibly can offer each other? Nobody's asking anybody to jump in front of a bullet. I'm not expecting you to dive on top of a grenade for my family, but protection should be. I mean, protection comes in many ways.
Okay, so that's the thing. So what are we defining in this context as protection? Because when I have this conversation, that's what they throw in my face. Well, you're asking me to take a bullet for someone I don't know. You're asking, that kind of, and so what are we classifying in that? Because to me, I look at it as all things, right? As you said, in any sense. But in what way do you have the conversation? What are the parameters for protection that we're defining if we're not going to the most extreme example?
Like, if somebody, I mean, it's all types of stuff. There's a big way that I think where men fail when it comes to protection is believing women when they come forward with their stories, and then and us ostracizing them is a big form of failure of protection. That's not how you protect those people, by ostracizing them or not believing them when they say that X, Y, and Z happened to them, or whatever the case may be. That for me is one of the biggest ways that men fail at protecting women. But the real biggest form of protection is us not harming women ourselves. And then secondly, after that would be, like I said, I think believing believing women when they come forward and say that men hurt them or have harmed them. And then thirdly would be any form of protection. Like if you're like to intervene in a situation, if that's what we're talking about, let's say somebody's being attacked on the street or something like that.
That's the example that I typically am thrown in my face when I try to have a conversation with men, because I can tell them, coming from, of course I'm not going to get religious in this, but coming from the Christian perspective, I hold the belief you should defend any and everybody if they're in danger, obviously. Yeah. So, that I wouldn't mind if I see a woman being assaulted, or I literally would not mind taking a bullet for someone I don't know. It's what my religion kind of calls for. But when you have that conversation with modern men, they say that they don't know that sense of loyalty. And then to the part about believing all women as soon as they come forward, I don't have an issue with that. But a lot of men will then say, well, women are liars. There's a rise in cases proving women are not, women aren't being honest about SA, DV, those various things. And so it's like, how do you counteract somebody's narrative that they don't want to see? I'm sorry?
Hold on, Mel.
That's like a 4%. Like those men are defending like 4% of men who could possibly be lied about whatever happened. Like 96% of the time, no one is lying in these cases.
Yeah.
And so now they're defending 4% of men who possibly were lied on about particular things. That's just blatant sexism. Also, like this idea that like women lie, they seduce, they do this, do that to ruin men. Like no shade to Christianity, Dr. Julio, but it started with Eve in the Bible. They use Eve in the Bible to say that women are liars. I'm not saying that's correct, that they should be doing that.
That's not even what the book says.
Listen to what I'm saying, Julio. I'm not saying that is correct, that they use the story of Eve in the Bible to prove.
Oh yeah, men try it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Absolutely.
Yeah,
men have tried that crap, and then I tell them like.
Yeah, they use the story of Eve to say that women are inherently this. They're seducing men. They're lying. They're always doing things to put men in harm as well. And it's like, no, that's not what is going on here.
Yeah.
Y'all always just think y'all blame women for the harm that you cause them. And I came up here because that just happened with that little girl in Harlem. I have literally been getting bullied on my on my Instagram, because they are saying that this little 12-year-old girl that was coerced into a train in a stairwell in a Harlem project by 16-year-old boys was looking for it because she fast.
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
Exactly what she was doing. And you got grown-ass men cursing me out on the internet. People found this little girl's TikTok page from people's telegrams that they're posting, oh, she's lying on these little boys trying to ruin their lives. And the bullying on her TikTok page was the most disgusting shit I have ever seen in my life. Grown-ass adults.
Yeah.
That's disgusting, bro.
I saw that. I saw that.
That's sick as shit.
Yeah, that would be an example of what I'm talking about. How men just, whenever a woman comes forward, it's just, this is a girl, this is a little girl. So is that protection? That's not protecting her. We're not protecting her at all. We're serving her up on a silver platter to the wolves, right? So that's when I'm talking about protection. I'm talking about it in every way, shape, and form. But men, when we have these conversations, they always like to jump to the most extreme, like they always do, because of course, most people, like you said, I'll take a bullet for I'm not. Like, I'm just saying, like on GP, I'm not taking a bullet for some stranger. Like, are you crazy? That's not. I don't think that's what.
I stand by that. My religion calls for that level of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's on that. Like, I'm not judging the people that do. I'm saying I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking anybody to do that. I think that is weird. You know what I'm saying? For people to have that discussion, to me, like, and I'm not even saying this about you or whoever. I'm saying I don't care what you tell me you would do right now. We'll see if and when it happens. Hopefully it never happens. And that goes for me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying that I don't think that I would do that personally, but does that mean that I wouldn't do, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but that's not even what I'm talking about. Like, it don't got to be this, like, very extreme example of like some dude is about to, you know, got this girl at gun at, you know, a pew point, and you jump in to grab his arm. Like, I ain't saying do all of that. I'm not saying like do that. If you do that, that's on you. If you want to do that, that's on you. But I'm saying you could just stand there and just make sure, just like, hey, no, hey man, it's all good. Like that's a form of protection. Call the police and
I think that's what bothers me when you say that. And again, nothing against you, but it's very rare that you're taking a bullet to protect women. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Right? Like the amount of times that I've protected a woman and it literally just be like, hey, are you okay? Literally, just me saying that is de-escalating something.
Yep.
Or you want me to walk you? You look good. Oh, no, she's not. Leave her alone.
Yeah, I'm asking her. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've been in situations where I have protected men, and both men and women. I've been in situations where both have happened. So I mean, I don't, you know, given what I do for work, I mean, I work in law enforcement, but I try to make it just in my personal life and in my public life. I've seen situations that shouldn't happen to women. And that's why I wasn't even coming over here to debate. I was literally just coming to ask you how to handle certain objections. Because I know for a fact you hear more objections than I do, because you talk about it in a much wider sense.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try to get just a good thought process on how to handle those kinds of objections, because it is bullshit. Most women are not going to fabricate something that happens to them when the statistics show that 1 in 3 women suffer either SA or DV within their lifetimes. So I just kind of wanted to get knowledge on how you answer those objections. That's it.
Yeah, that's you, but that's how I do it usually. It's really not like a hard thing for me to understand, but a lot of men try to like twist it and make it into, you know, like I said, they want it the same. It's the same thing. They always go to the extreme to make a point, but it's like, okay, cool, bro. Nobody's saying do that. Now what do you got? Now you take that off of the table. Nobody. So what should I do? Jump in front of a bullet or somebody? No. I'm not saying that. So what else do you got? Is there no other way for you to protect that person? Well, you know, yeah, okay, let's think about it. Let's think about the other ways. But they use that as justification to walk away from a situation. Like, I got to make it home safely at night. My wife waiting on me to get in home, who I don't have. My future wife, she waiting on me to get in home. The one that I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't never really interested in being married, but you know, I mean, if I was, you know, it's like, what are you talking about, bro?
The last time that I had this debate, in all honesty, I asked the guy, I said, you know, if this was your wife in a situation where a man has hit her in public and you're not around, would you want another man that is capable to defend her to step in and do that? He said, well, I don't want nobody sticking their nose in the business don't belong to them. Let me handle it. But you're not there.
But that's what I'm saying. I believe that too, because that's how a lot of dudes act. Hey, real quick, let me get the other two. Let me get Comment Guru in here then, Ray. What up, Comment Guru?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good, brother.
Thanks for having me in.
No problem.
I was trying to listen to see what level of protection you guys were talking about. And it does sound like you guys are talking more of the physical protection. And I just, I guess, kind of insert myself. I'm absolutely a protector. I'm an educator and a coach and all of those things. So I'm often in the middle of protecting not just, you know, women, but also men. But more importantly, tonight we're talking about women. I go as far as I can go with the level of resistance that I can offer. I guess to put it in that way, you know, stepping in front of a bullet, going to that extreme. I guess it just kind of depends on the situation. I wouldn't say it's limited to, you know, just folks that you're attracted to, but I know, like, if my family is around, my wife, my kids, or something like that, like, of course, I'll probably lean towards them first. And I'm talking about my wife and my daughter, since we're talking about women. But if I know that I am the elder in that space and they're young women that are around, I'm absolutely trying to protect them. If they're older women, I'm trying to protect them in certain, you know, instances, you know, to the manner in which I can. You know, like, if I don't have the same amount of force of the resistance that's coming towards them, then there's not much I can do. But if it's something where, you know, speaking up for somebody, talking up for somebody, I'm a mandatory reporter. So when it comes to the reporting of an SA or a DV, I absolutely have to report it. It's not my job to be the investigator. It's not my job to try to believe them or to try to talk them out of it. It's my job to make sure it reports and gets to where it needs to get to next, so the matter can be adjudicated in whichever manner it's going to be. So I know for me personally, I try to make sure I keep trying to protect women as much as possible. It doesn't matter, you know, if I know them personally, but I'm absolutely, because that's just how I am as a person. Hell, like I said, even if it's men, you know, that may be weaker in a certain situation, and I can do something to help them. Like I'm gonna do what I can, you know. So, but I have seen where men, they don't, like, they just some are just all for themselves, and you know, hell, with people, some people are just all for themselves, and I'm just built different.
I do want to like touch on something because, like you said, we're talking about physical protection. I think we're, like, sure, but I think it's more than physical protection, and a lot of people don't understand that. It's beyond this physical protection that you're stopping maybe a violent act from happening. A lot of the protection that we are looking for from men is to just be better, is to just hold other men accountable, is to educate their boys, is to do that work so that the harm can be mitigated in a way that is proactive, right? And back to that post that I put up recently about that little girl, the amount of men who don't know what coercion is, the amount of men who don't know what consent is, the amount of men who are sexist and misogynistic to a particular group of women and only respect a different group of women, right? Like if you are a modest, feminine, the whole fresh and fit thing, if you fit, feminine, and quiet, we'll protect you. Yeah. But if it's not, we're not protecting you. But again, it is so unfortunate that adult men, don't understand some of these concepts that will literally just protect women off of principle, off of GP. Most of my homegirls who were sexually assaulted by a man, it was because he didn't understand consent. Yeah. One, she was inebriated, almost unconscious, woke up in the morning, didn't realize that he had sex with her while she was passed out unconscious. One, a father figure was giving a friend of ours a massage because she had injured her back. She was almost immobile because she injured her back. And he literally pulled her shorts down, put his fingers inside of her, and tried to put his mouth on her. Damn. These are the things that another one invited a friend over just to hang out. She's literally in her bonnet and her pajamas, and he thought that the invite was an open for smacks. Yeah. Try to stay her in her house, saying, "You only invited me at this time for this." This, and mind you, these are regular folk. These are people who have businesses, who also mentor, who coach kids, who are lawyers, doctors. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we always have this like particular profile of this violent male. And the violent male doesn't have like a profile. There are everyday men. They're literally everyday men. So until men start doing that type of work, the proactive protection, things are not going to change. Until y'all start deconstructing sexism, misogyny, the objectification of women, seeing women as just sexual objects, seeing sex as something that is setting up for power and domination, having these pseudoscientific ideas of what is biologically masculine and what is biologically feminine, as if that is even a thing. Y'all gotta do that work. That's protection above all. Facts. Got to stop it before it starts. Hold on, comic guru. Let me get to Ray real quick. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to speak. Go ahead, Ray. What's good with it, brother?
So like all the things that a lot of the protection things that she just explained, it doesn't matter what you teach a man. In those situations, people gonna do bad things regardless of what you teach them. In all those situations, those men was one-on-one with women. It doesn't matter what it wasn't other men in those spaces that could even remotely stop that.
Yeah, but it wasn't about the men in the moment, right? So before you get there, right? The men, she said initially that the men didn't understand consent.
They do understand consent, they just don't care.
No. Men really don't understand. A lot of men don't understand consent because we live in a grape culture where we, like I've told this story 1,000 times, or given this example 1,000 times. Men are told that we are taught that women are prey and we are predators. And so and the ends justify the means. So when I say that, I'm saying men will beg and plead and ask a woman 20,000, times. And if she's in the car with you and you're asking her over and over and over again, that could be a case of coercion, because she will feel like, oh damn, if I say no, it's just me and Ray in this car, me and a man in this car. I don't know what's gonna happen, and that's a far example of coercion, but it don't even have to be that far. I've seen it.
I was gonna say that public because
hold on,
something as simple as, I'm sorry, public, but something as simple as men and boys are socialized to lie, to get box.
Yeah.
Will promise women relationships to get box. Low key, that is coercion.
Mm-hmm.
That is coercion.
Yeah.
It don't gotta be violent. It don't gotta be crazy overt.
No.
But teaching boys to lie to girls to get box is coercion.
Definitely. And I think go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry.
That's literally one of the definitions of, that's literally what coercion is, lying to get what you want. But these people, they do know what they're doing. They just don't care about the rules.
Maybe I'm giving them more credit. I will say, nah, that's what I'm saying, because I've talked to dudes about it and asked them and really grilled them, and they really don't know what the word means.
No, yes, they do. Yes, they do. The evil people will just always do evil. I'm gonna tell you,
Okay.
I refuse to. I'm not giving. I wouldn't give no man the intellectual freedom to think or to allow himself to say, well, I just didn't know. Yes, you did, Negro. Yes, you did.
No, it's not in this. Wait. I think I don't want this to get lost. I don't think it's an excuse. I'm saying that it is so normalized in our society. Well, let me put it like this. Then this is a better way of putting it. Coercion is so normalized that men don't think it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? Lying to women and manipulating women is so acceptable that men don't think it's a problem. I'll take that then. If y'all gonna say that we don't know whatever, then cool. But I'm saying that men don't. It's not viewed like Mel was just saying, like lying to a woman, telling a woman that you don't got no kids, telling a woman no, I'm good. I'm not married. That ain't my baby mama. We just roommates. Telling a woman I was tested last week. Telling whatever we telling women. We like with the example with the two teenage boys that assaulted the 12-year-old girl. They told her, one of the main dude told her, after this it's just you and me, right? Clearly a lie, but she don't know she's 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? So like that type of stuff, you see, it put her in a dangerous situation because she believed him and she's 12 years old and yada yada yada. Like. So, but men, that's normal to men. That's what I'm saying, and that's not illegal, by the way. That's not illegal to lie to a woman and whatever. That's not illegal to lie to her.
In certain states, it is. If you have a lawyer that proves like some type of emotional manipulation or guilt tripping in order to get sex, it can be illegal in certain states. That's why like Andrew Tate got in trouble in Romania, because the whole thing of him having women fall in love with him so that he could get them to do sex work and videotape them having sex, that's coercion and over there.
Yeah.
So depending on what country or what state you're in, emotional manipulation and guilty into sex can also be a crime.
Yeah. What? Time out.
That is that it's almost damn near impossible to prove.
Yeah.
That's the issue with something like that, because you can't, and that's why that's such a hard thing to prove just from a legal perspective. Not saying it doesn't happen, obviously it does, of course, but it's so hard to prove legally. And oh my God, that's Jesus.
Let me go to hold on, y'all. Wait up. Let me get to World Citizen and the BPG. What up, World Citizen? He was in here. There you go. Yeah, some background noise though. There you go. You good now? Yep, perfect. What's good?
Man, I mean, I just hopped in, so I don't know what the current conversation is, but sticking to the prompt, I want to say I obviously don't agree. I think it's just a personal choice at the end of the day. Men make a personal choice on who they're going to protect and in what situations they're going to protect. As it relates to the prompt, again, that's also personal choice. If you're a man and, you know what I'm saying, you see something going down and you decide to help out because you find a woman attractive, that's a personal choice. I'm not saying it's right, but it is a personal choice. You can't blame someone from that personal choice because at the end of the day, helping out a stranger in any way, majority of Americans, we don't help out each other. You know what I'm saying? If a woman sees another woman walking and, you know what I'm saying, drops her bag, she's walking by, she might not or might help. You know what I'm saying? It's a personal choice. Saying it off of attraction, I think that's almost baiting. You know what I'm saying? Because women they're nicer to guys that they're attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Women are more lenient to guys that they're attracted to as far as like if I go to the movie theater and the cashier finds me attractive, she might give me a large when I ask for a medium popcorn.
But what does this have to do with protection? Because women will protect people. Women will protect other women. Women will protect men. They don't care.
Sure, but it's a choice. Men do the same thing.
They don't.
Act like in every situation, you're gonna tell me right now, in every situation, a man.
No. I'm not saying in every situation, world citizen. I'm saying no. In the majority, no, they don't. Men don't protect women. Men are usually the people harming women. How can we be the protectors and the ones most most likely to harm them? That don't even make sense. But even if you remove that part of the math, right, that we are also the ones most likely to harm, men don't protect other women. We don't protect women, period, bro. Like I'm saying, when men see women getting abused in public, they don't step in. They say that's their business. When men hear abuse happening, they say that's their business. When a young girl is SA, they say she fast and she deserves it. When like time and time again, men prove that we don't protect women. Like over and over and over again, we prove that we don't protect women. So what are you talking about? It ain't about like saying it's a personal choice. What does that even mean? That's what is that? That has nothing to do with anything. We know it's a personal choice. It's all a personal choice. That doesn't excuse it though, right? Like saying like to unalive somebody is a personal choice. To grape somebody is a personal. Yeah, we know that. What is the relevancy of saying something is a personal choice right now? I don't get that.
What I'm saying the personal choice is about the attraction. That's what I'm saying. That the attraction part to that prompt is baiting because you're saying, oh, if a man finds a woman attractive, he will help her. It's not he will.
He's more.
It's a personal choice.
I didn't say he will help her. See, you missed what I said. I never said he will help her. He's more likely.
Men only help and protect
women
that they're attracted to. That's saying that they will and they only do.
No. That didn't say they will. They only, if they are to protect anybody, they need to be attracted to them if it's a woman. And they almost never protect men.
Yeah, that's a false statement. That's what
it's not a false statement.
If anything, it's an opinion. I'll say that. If anything, it's an opinion.
I bet I have way more stats and facts to support my opinion than you do. I bet you don't have anything to support your opinion.
You don't have any stats to show that a man will protect a woman that he's attracted to. Because attraction is subjective. You don't have
No. I have stats. Hold on. I have stats. I have studies that prove that men, more than likely, we're not going to protect. Period. Whether she's attractive, whether she ain't attractive, it don't matter.
I don't have them on me, but I promise I can find them because I read them. That there are stats that show that men will protect women over protecting men. That's the issue.
I believe that. I believe that, but that's not the discussion though.
I'm not arguing that. However, when it comes to the man versus women, like men will step in for a woman versus they're not dealing with attraction. They don't care about whether he's attracted to her. It's more so they see the woman as to be protected.
That's a lie. When go ahead, Dr. Leo.
If I may just, and I'm doing this to add context. Mind you, just to keep this clear, right? Do you heard of the Amber Rose slut walk?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you know, because I'm personal friends with her, do you know the actual origin of why that started to begin with?
If I remember correctly, don't quote me, but I thought it was...
Mel, come back. I didn't mean to do that. Go ahead.
I'm taking back the word.
It started with these two college girls, and I believe it was Oklahoma. Amber Tola was in Oklahoma, and this was, mind you, in the I want to say the 80s, I think. There were two college-age black girls that were walking they literally walked down a dark alley, like something shot out of a movie, down a college campus. There was campus security there, but they were SA'd. And upon making the police report, the police officer stated to them that had you not been, he said this, had you two not been dressed the way you were, this would not have happened. Now, these are police officers whose job is to protect and serve. By them blaming the way that the girls were dressed on the unfortunate event that occurred to both of them, that is a form of lack of protection. That happens at vastly higher rates. That's where it came from. So you have to. So the net of it is, when public says men will, as the problem says, men only help protect or help women they're attracted to. Do I want to believe that? No, I don't want to believe it. But unfortunately, I, as someone that doesn't really agree with much of what public says at all, have to concede that unfortunately, when even law enforcement victim fucking blames, you have to accept the facts as what they are. And the reality of it is, when you investigate statistics, when you look at the fact that 1 in 3 black women in this country, and I only focus on black women because that's who my content goes for exclusively. 1 in 3 black women in this country are either dealing with or have either dealt with SA or DV and will deal with it in their lifetimes. The unfortunate truth is, you have to say that we as a society of men have an issue. Men are not as inclined. There was a point where men were more inclined to protect women from physical violence.
When?
But as time has,
when was that?
As time has advanced.
When was it?
Wait a minute. I have a question real quick.
When was that, Julio?
The time frame that I'm referring to is in the 1960s when reported SA was at one of its lowest points. Obviously, it's gotten worse as time.
In the 1960s, when the Black feminist movement had to come about because there was so much sexual violence in the civil rights movement towards black women.
Melanie, what I'm saying is, Melanie, again.
Wait, hold on, wait, time out, y'all, time out. I'm sorry, Julio, real quick. The reason why it on its face saying anytime, like, and the women can let me know about, and I'll ask women this. I don't even care about a stat or whatever. But I think that women they have their most protections in this country outside, well, before Roe v. Wade got overturned. But you know what I'm saying? Up until that, but when it comes to what we're talking about right now, women had the most protection in this country, in the history of this country. Is that fair to say to the women on the panel? In 20, like, so go back to like 2020. I want to say, let's be clear. So prior to Roe v. Wade, right, being overturned, when 2020, just say 2020 to be safe, right? Just whatever. So 2020, women are the most protected now, legally for sure, than they've ever been in this country. That's what I'm saying.
Came out because of sexual violence, sexism, misogyny that black women faced during the civil rights movement. That's when you have a really strong black feminist movement happening.
Yeah.
So to say that during the 60s was when they were most protected by men, especially black women, doesn't make any sense. On top of that, in the 60s, it was legal to rape your wife. Excuse me, to essay your wife.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense to say. Let me
finish. In the 60s, it was legal to essay your wife. In the 60s, women had less financial freedom and financial rights to freedom. They couldn't even have a bank account.
Yeah.
They couldn't even have hold on, Julio, if I could finish.
I know what you're about to tell me.
I know, but I'm not only saying it for you. I'm saying it for everyone else who's
here,
the 356 people in here, but that might not be aware of it, right? The financial abuse that kept women in marriages and in relationships was happening more readily during that time. Women had to get married, and most of them stayed in some of the most violent relationships and marriages because they risked homelessness and other things. So we can't say that they were the most protected in a time when there were no laws to protect women against domestic violence, financial abuse of their husbands, and literally allow their husbands to essay them.
Yeah, it don't make any sense to say that any time in 50, 60 years ago, women were more protected than they are now. It's the same crap that black people be lying to black people about, like, we were our most successful way back when. Like, no. That's wild. That don't even make no sense.
I wanted BPG to come in too. sis, because I know you be eating.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Yeah. Go. I'm sorry. It was somebody else in the box, but go ahead, BPG. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my bad. Y'all know I'm not gonna overtalk nobody.
I know.
But no, I agree, and I think that there isn't a time where you see women go from being less protected and maybe more protected, but definitely not like measuring from least to greatest. Because even now, that level of protection still isn't there. It's there because women have, a more accessible way of being able to protect themselves, but like protection from men, that never existed. That there was not a time at no point in history where that existed. And the irony is, especially when you look at data to try to justify like when that time occurred, data is skewed, flat out. It's skewed, and it's skewed on purpose. Like when you look at those numbers, because we see the same thing happen with the Black unemployment rate. Those numbers change based on how we measure them, but not necessarily based on what they actually are. So when you, just like you said earlier, the reason why a lot of those women weren't counted in that number is because of the fact that you had women who were being essayed by their husbands. You had women who weren't reporting because at that time, even if they did, there weren't resources to help them. Like if they were experiencing DV or, sexual violence at the hands of their husbands, there wasn't a hotline that you called. There wasn't a shelter that you went to. You literally just had to be there. And if, you were lucky, you might have some good Samaritan or a family member that cares enough for you to not stay there. But that was your best bet. It wasn't a matter of whether or not women even had a desire to come forward. There was no place to come forward.
You dumplings won't be protected. Oh shit, my bad.
Go ahead, BPG.
I'm about to say, I think we had like a masculine attack or something. But yeah, there was no place to properly measure that, and we see that now. Like when you look at even with the data from 2020 that you were talking about, women at that time, we did have a slight dip from the 90s going into the 2000s, but the moment that the pandemic hit, that number got skewed because then you had people at home again. And once people were at home, and especially people were losing their jobs, now that number is going up again because women and children are subjected to that same level of violence again. So those numbers continuously fluctuate based on, social issues or, financial issues or whatever. They always fluctuate. They always have. But I think the topic more so alludes to like how much we see that happen with interpersonal relationships with men and women. Men absolutely do not protect the women that they like. They try to preserve them. Mm-hmm. They try to put those women that they find attractive into a space where other people can't get to them so that they can have access to do the thing. But it's not a matter of like they even want to. And I know you know that. I don't have to tell you that. But it's not a matter of like they want to protect them. They literally just don't want anybody else to have access to them. So they'll do things like you've seen men, and you probably will today, see men talk about how if a woman dresses a certain way, she can protect herself. If she behaves a certain way, she can protect herself.
Oh, they say that. No, they do the old you can't protect what you can't control shit. That's where that comes from.
Because he's not actually protecting her. What he's doing is he's making sure that other men
he a pimp. Pimps protect.
He keeps himself safe.
Yeah, pimps protect their workers. We're gonna call them that tonight. Pimps protect their employees.
In a way, but in that
oh, they hurt them. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying from other men, they protect their employees from other. You know what I mean? Like if they catch another dude, if they catch a John putting hands on him, he ain't paid for that. He gonna put hands on the John. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be messing. You know.
Hold on a second. I want to ask PPG a question because it was what you said was interesting. The first piece, if I may, you said the first part of your statement. You said men don't protect women; they preserve women that they like. Is that are you applying that statement universally, or are you saying in the case of like what's the board? So you telling me that wait. So by that logic, are you saying that my father, who has been married to my mama for 32 years, is only trying to preserve her?
Even your daddy, yes.
Probably. Probably. I mean, it'd be crazy. Don't wait. Hold on. Time out. If you want to make it personalized, and if somebody gives you a real answer, I don't know why I would never ask a question like that about me, because why do you care? But Julio, it's weird. I don't think you understand how weird that question was, because we don't know your mom and daddy, obviously, right? But why would you think the rules would be any different? I'm talking about from BPG's perspective. Why do you think she'd be like, oh no, not your daddy? She don't know your daddy from Adam.
I will tell you exactly why. Because the statement that men don't protect women they like, they only preserve them, doesn't make it. It's not logical.
It makes a lot of sense.
Why would you marry? So wait a minute. If I may finish.
Go ahead, Julio. Let Julio go. Yeah, go ahead, Julio.
What is the point of marrying someone? Like, what are you preserving? Like,
that's easy. So what do you? Wait. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Wait.
That's the other thing.
In the 60s, I want to answer because he did ask me that. Yeah, I'm asking the BPG, not you, though.
Go ahead, BPG.
Because when we look at these things, I tell men very often that when they have conversations with their fathers, it's very different than the conversations that their sisters have with their mothers. It's very, very different. And yes, even your dad is capable and culpable of being the kind of man that will preserve your mother for his own use because of the fact that she literally keeps him alive. We have data to prove that.
He keeps my daddy alive?
Possibly.
Let me finish.
Y'all niggas is falling off.
Because and this is because you use the personal. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. He made it personal, and now when you start talking about,
it can be anyone. You can take Let me take an example out of it. It can be anybody.
Okay.
No, let's make it more personal. Let's make it more personal because I'm not gonna leave your daddy out there. So I'm gonna put mine in there too. My parents were married for 30 years before my father passed. And the irony of that is that my father also was the kind of man who, he loved his family in a sense, I suppose, but he kept my mother around because of the fact that she would take care of him. And she did. Mm-hmm. She did exactly that. There are lots of men who are willing to have women around that they will preserve in order to keep them alive. And my mother was able to do that. My father had a 6-month diagnosis and he lived 3 years beyond that single-handedly because she took care of him. So there are plenty of men who are alive, thriving, and living because they have spouses who are running their houses as well-oiled machines.
I can make the reverse argument for
let me land.
No, I can make the reverse argument though.
Okay.
I understand. Let me land. Because once I go on mute, I'm unmuting again. So just let me land.
Yeah.
There are men who are willing to preserve those women because it can mean life or unaliving for them. Because of the fact that we know that these women are making the doctor's appointments. They are balancing the meals. There is data to prove that when these men, wives, either they pass away or they get left, it takes maybe a year before they're gone.
Also, wait, Julio, time out. There is no reverse argument, and I don't know about in your mom and your dad's case, but generally speaking, there is no reverse argument because when women are in close proximity to men, their health goes down, their money goes down, their happiness goes down, their longevity of life goes down. All the things go down statistically. So there is no reverse argument. Y'all just like saying everything is reverse, but that's dumb. That's what uneducated people say when they be in their feelings and in their ego. Get out of that shit. Come to reality. In reality, there is no reverse argument. It don't go both ways. Men and women don't mutually benefit one another, which I built my whole platform on men and women mutually benefiting one another. But as of right now, men and women do not mutually benefit one another at all. Men are a pox on women. Women are a net positive on society. That is how it's going as of today. Can it be better? Absolutely. But with men constantly saying it goes both ways, it'll never get any better. With men constantly centering themselves and never seeing beyond their own fucking noses, it'll never get any better. Men lying to themselves constantly, I promise you it'll never get better. Like that's where we're stuck at right now, is that like we constantly have to be in these like wars or some shit like that when it's not even necessary. The reality is men are harmful to women in general as a group on group. We are harmful to women. Women are not harmful to us. So where is the where's the both ways argument coming from? I'm not understanding that.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait, Melon. Wait, Mel, wait. Let World Citizen respond, please.
Can I make one point? And
Go ahead.
the stats behind this, I know how much you love the stats. If we're talking stats and about women harming men, right? 99, and I'll put every dollar in my bank account on this, 99.9% of young men ages maybe 8 to about 16 were SA'd by a woman that was older than them.
That's not true. That's so, and that's such. You know why that stat already on his face was dumb? Because 99%. Hold on, World Citizen. 99% of nothing has happened to any group 99% of the time. Right off the rip, that was dumb.
No, I said 99% of the time. I said if you're looking at the ages from 8
Yeah.
to about 16 that were SAs,
Yeah.
young boys that were SAs, 99.9% of that happened from a woman.
That's a lie.
So these priests that are essaying these boys don't exist.
Yeah.
The priests that are essaying boys don't exist.
Wait, hold on. Time out, y'all. So you talking about the priests? You talking about football coaches, soccer coaches? You're talking about. Hold on, wait. I'll keep going. You talking about the boys? Hold on, wait. You talking about the Boy Scouts of America? You talking about hold on. You're not making sense. You talking about old boy from Nickelodeon? What are you talking about? Where is the? You lying, bro? There's no stat that says that, World Citizen. There's no stat that says that, and it was funny that you started off your statement with "I know how you love stats," and then you proceeded to recite some made up bullshit that you just made up. You're not gonna find it. Hold on, World Citizen. World Citizen. I want to tell you something right now, brother. I'm trying to help you out right now. You don't even need to look for it because it doesn't exist. You never saw it. You just made it up. And that's okay. And that's okay. And that's okay. More.
Men are more likely to sexually assault boys than women, with men responsible for 86% of male victimization.
Shit ain't we know that. He know he just saying stuff. He know no. I promise you, World Citizen. But wait. So my question to you would be this: why would you tell a lie right there? We all know it's a lie. Okay, hold on. Let me rephrase the question. Hold on. Let me rephrase the question. Why do you believe that lie?
Because I've experienced it, and every guy that I've known that has gone through the same thing, it's happened from the sister's friend.
Hold on, y'all.
The cousin that you don't see often, the babysitter, the mom's friend. For me, it was the mom's friend. You know what I'm saying? So it happens. I don't want you to, you know what I'm saying? We don't got to worry about that. Women don't harm us. They actually do harm us.
I didn't say women. No. I didn't say women. Hold on. No, wait, y'all not. Hold on, y'all. Y'all talk a lot and don't listen enough. I didn't say women don't harm us. I wasn't talking individually. That's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about as a group, as a whole, overall. Not even close. Women don't harm men. Women, you've never seen women march to strip away the rights of men. You've never seen an army of women come in and beat men over the head for I don't know, for whatever reason. You never seen women create a whole system to steal the labor from men. You've never seen mass unalivings from, like, you've never seen this stuff ever. So if you want to get down to some anecdotal, hey, you know, my mom's friend, which is terrible that happened to you and W Mans. The thing that I always find funny though is how you guys are so, and this is just me. The thing that I always find funny is an experience that traumatic. Why are you just so readily able to just blurt it out on the internet in front of 400 people? Like, where does that coming from? Like somebody SA'd you when you were a child and you're on the internet like, it happened to me too. Like, what? Like, how did we get here? Did you unpack it already? Are you perfectly fine with it now?
I'm completely fine with that. What I'm saying is, I can accept your question. to answer your question,
Mm-hmm.
I'm over it. You know, going to therapy, all that stuff. So I'm okay with talking about it. And I thought this was a, you know what I'm saying? I thought the time frame that we're in as a society was that, hey, if you're going through something, it's okay to speak about it. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Hide away or talk. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, don't gaslight me though. Don't try to gaslight us, brother. There's no need to try to gaslight us because that's not what's going on. When you hold on, wait. You tried to weaponize it right now in a conversation. Sir, I'm telling you what you tried to do. I saw what you tried to do. Hold on, y'all you gaslight so much you don't know when you do it. I'm telling you, tried to weaponize it right now, and that's why I don't be it's a fine line. Don't get me wrong, but because I don't be wanting to call y'all out. I'm like, man, that's a traumatic experience being essayed as an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old child by your mom's friend. That is traumatizing, bro. That is traumatizing. So I don't want to invalidate that at all. But then at the same time, you give me no other out when you use it in these situations to obfuscate from the conversation, right? To muddy the waters, as the term goes, right? To go, well, it happens to men too, and da. But like, it doesn't though. Like, I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a weird angle to take. I know. I didn't say women don't, sir. Okay, so so world citizen, do you not understand what I'm talking about? I just got to ask you that straight up.
There's a point to your point, what you were saying, group on group, this, that, and the third, which I get. And I'm not arguing that. I'm not saying on average it doesn't happen more on the men's side than the women's side. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is, in general, in life, in nature, everywhere there is 9 times out of 10, there's, you know what I'm saying, there's a prey and predator, like you said. Yeah. There's a prey and predator. That's
and 9 times out of 10, it's a man is the predator. That's the point of this conversation.
Hold on. I get that. However, what I'm saying is, if you're seeing that in nature, you can see that in nature, you can see that everywhere else. And I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying if you know that that's the reality, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why not hedge your bets on, hey, let me make sure I'm checking my, you know what I'm saying, cross my T's, dot my I's. Like, why not do that? What's wrong with that?
What is the relevancy of that comment? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
The relevancy is because you're saying, oh, group on group, it happens more so on the men than the women, which I get. What I'm saying is, if that is the case, and clearly it's not going away because that is nature, that's everywhere you're going to find it.
Oh, now it's nature. It's nature for men to be. It's nature. World citizen. It is not natural for men. Man, you guys got to stop talking over me. I'm too tired for this. I ain't gonna even hold you. World citizen. So I know. So you trying. It is not natural for men to prey on other human beings. That's not natural. We aren't, sir. You don't see it you don't see men in nature. That's what I'm saying. So you don't know what men are like, and stop saying that. You don't know what men are like in nature. Stop it. Yeah, and it never said we preyed on other humans in nature.
We live in nature. Y'all do realize that, right?
We don't. We don't though.
This is what I'm saying. Listen to what I mean by that.
Okay.
When y'all make this argument like, oh, man versus nature, this is like it's called like anthropocentrism, like I'm forgetting the term, but centering human beings as not a part of nature is wild. We live on the earth. The earth is our nature. Yeah, we created these societies, but we are not separate from nature. We are nature as well, right? So when you make these weird,
they got 5 on his head
things, and you're like, oh, men in nature, how you are in the world right now is your nature. Right now, we, the society, that is the nature. We created this. It is a construction. We're navigating it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Mel. If we built it, it's not nature. That's my point. If there's buildings and there's a social, we don't know what men are like in nature. That's all I'm saying. We don't know. We don't know what we're like without TVs and not. You know what I'm saying?
Is that sometimes when y'all making not you, but
yeah.
When you're making an argument, you're making like you're trying to make some type of biological argument.
That's what he's trying to do. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's making a biological argument when it's a sociological argument that you have to make. It is human nature to construct society. That is human nature. It is natural for us to construct and attempt to define our social systems. That is absolutely natural human thing. We've been doing this since the beginning of time. All societies look different. They are constructed differently throughout history, throughout time, throughout space. This is our nature. So making some type of biological type of fucking argument is ridiculous. You have to appeal to the social sciences when you're speaking about human nature. You have to appeal to anthropology, to human nature, which is the construction of the society that you live in.
Yeah.
Which was to my point that I wanted to say earlier. I cannot stand that men think that they are beyond the social constructions of society, that they are beyond the way in which you are socialized. We are human beings. That means our society dictates the ways in which we view the world. So when BPG says, yeah, and your daddy, is because your daddy is also socialized this way as a man in Western society. You have to appeal to the sociology of this.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make any type of valid,
we got it. Let's get on. I got it.
This is not a biological argument.
It's not at all.
It's a sociological argument.
100%. And I'm tired of people who ain't zoologists talking about nature and animals and shit like that. And y'all don't know the first thing about animals. Like, it's the funniest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I love the argument though, because every single time it ends up proving the point even more. But even y'all like talking about lions and tigers and shit. When's the last time you seen a lioness attack a cub? Never. You never seen a lioness attack a cub. You seen a male lion go unalive a cub. See how dumb that shit is? It don't make no sense. But go ahead. Go finish your statement, world citizen, man. I don't even know what you was trying to. I don't even know the point you was trying to make. But leave nature out of it, because I don't think you understand nature.
I don't think you just contradicted yourself, and she called you out, but she didn't want to call you out, but she called you out on it.
What?
No, I just wanted to make sure that we were making a pure delineation of what he was saying. He didn't want you to appeal to nature, because that is an appeal to nature fallacy.
I'm appealing to nature. That's the thing. He was trying to switch it. He was trying to turn my conversation.
Okay, let him go. Let him wait, y'all. Go ahead, world class. Go world citizen. Let him go. Let world citizen go. World citizen, go ahead. Go ahead, BPG. I'm sorry.
Hold on, let me mod first.
This is stressing me out. I'm about to drop the whole. I can't do it.
Please, because for one, it's very impossible to hear when everybody is like just groping over each other. It's hard to hear anybody's point. Moot, dumb, intelligent, amazing, whatever the statement is, we have to let it follow all the way through, because it's very, very impossible to hear anybody saying anything with all of the like climbing on top of each other. So I think World Citizen was finishing his statement. World Citizen, finish your statement, and public, you can go through.
Please. I did want to hear what he said, because he keeps saying we're not saying the right thing. Go ahead, brother.
Man, we done argued so much and got away from the point. All I was trying to say, as far as the nature thing goes, I wasn't appealing to nature, saying, oh, it's our natural instinct to do this, that, and the third. I'm saying in nature, you see it. In everywhere else, you see it in business, in social relationships. I'm telling you, there is a predator and a prey, and you accepted that. You just said it, but then you backtrack. What I'm saying is, if you know that's the case, if you know, please, come on, let me finish, and I drop. If you know that's the case, why not head yourself to your advantage to make sure, hey, okay, if I know, just like anything else, if I know that there is predators out here who are trying to do this, why not move a certain way?
Because you're the predator, world citizen.
No, I am not the predator.
I'm telling you, you would be. I'm not even saying this about you specifically, brother. You could remove yourself from it specifically, right?
I get you on that. Hold on. Melanie had just said, we have to appeal to how society is going and all that stuff. What I'm saying is, if we all as society admit that, hey, stealing from someone is wrong, and then a woman goes out and steals from someone, we're going to look at her like, hey, you're not doing what we as a society deems normal and okay. You're stealing from someone we already deem that's wrong. However, the woman doing that is not all of a sudden this big bad whoop. She's just going against.
I think you're missing the point. I don't think you have a point anymore. So let me help you out. So what I'm saying is, I'll use your analogy though. Let's use your analogy. So we say, as a society, stealing is wrong, right? It was not about a woman stealing. It's more like this. Let's say you were, I don't know, gonna leave your door unlocked or something like that, or you left your wallet on the table or anything like that, right? A watch, anything of value, right? if you had anything of value and you left it, who would you feel more comfortable leaving it with, a man or a woman?
No one.
No, you have to answer the question. Don't say no one. You got to leave it with somebody. There's a man standing there and a woman standing there, a child. Fuck it. You got a kid. You got to, hey man, I got to, whatever you got to do. Like you just need somebody to watch your kid for 30 seconds while you go save somebody from a burden, but whatever it is, right? It's a man and a woman standing there. Who you going to feel more comfortable?
That's different. The wallet.
Brother.
Wallet there, yeah, just say my wallet. If there's a wallet there, whoever's closest to me is who I'm choosing.
Yeah,
I'm choosing based on gender.
Who are you choosing?
I'm not choosing based on
So you gonna sit here and here's what I'm saying, world citizen. Do you not understand that we all know you're lying right now? I don't know why y'all be really thinking y'all could gaslight 500 people at one. Hold on, brother. Why are you talking? World citizen. Hold on, brother. World citizen. You are sitting here lying to 500 people, like for no reason. We all know you lying. That's a dumb, like that's a no-brainer. I'll be asking y'all questions that is such a layup for you. It's such a layup. There's no, you know it is. It's a layup.
My point is both have the potential to steal from me. Both have the potential to open my wallets, take them.
I didn't say they don't have the potential. This is a moot point. That's not your point. You don't have a point.
I'm saying whoever's closest to me.
That's dumb.
Hey, bro. Hey, sis, can you watch
So wait. So world citizen, you don't live your life based on like the likelihood of things happening at all. You just go with the flow. You just do.
I'm telling you I do, but I'm saying I also admit that there are people, men or women, who will still.
I didn't say there. Oh my God, this is so dumb. Nobody said that a woman, that no woman would steal from you. That's not what this conversation is. Nobody said that no man or no woman would hurt your child. Nobody said that. I asked you a simple question. I'll ask you one more time and see if you'll answer it honestly. Would you if you had a child or anything of value, right? And you had to leave it with a person and there was a man and a woman standing there. I don't care if they both in suits. I don't care. And we don't believe you. That's what I'm saying. I don't. Do I want to walk down a?
You see how redundant that question is? You're walking down a dark alley at night. Which would you rather have next to you, a man or a woman? Dark alley. You don't know where you're at. It's a new town. Who would you rather have next to you? Lie to us right now.
My homie or a random man?
A random man or a random woman?
I'd rather have a random woman. I'd rather have a random woman walking next to me down an alley.
Okay, now you're lying to us. Now you're lying. You see how that goes? Now I'm.
Hold on, wait. See, you see how you see how you guys are y'all are so dumb. It's ridiculous. The reason, that's why I specified. I was like, my homie, a random dude, or my homie, somebody I know. You said a random dude. So hold on, y'all. Wait. Hold on, world citizen. Be quiet, bro. Trust me. I got you. I'm helping you out with your own analogy. The reason why you asked the same question I asked in a different way. The likelihood that random man that I'm walking down the alley with is going to hurt me is way higher than that random woman. The person I'm probably going to be attacked by, if I'm going to be attacked at all, is going to be that random man, not that random woman. Everybody knows that. You're the only one here playing stupid. What are you talking about?
And this is, I'm going to tell you.
This is crazy.
I'm going to tell you why you chose a woman. You chose a woman because if the random woman attacks you, you feel has a better chance to defend yourself against her.
That's one. Hold on, wait. That's one part of it. But then you got to keep. But hold on, nope. Let's take that for an example, and let me show you why what you're saying also proves my point. Because the woman also knows that if she attacks me, she's more likely to be hurt, right? So why would she attack me? That's what I'm saying. So you see what I'm saying? You're not. Hold on, world citizen. I swear to God, you're not logical. You're proving right now how illogical you are. The woman is less likely to attack a man. Why would a woman attack a man? Why would a woman attack a man, world citizen? I'm not understanding. It's a random woman walking down an alley with me. Why would she attack me?
Hold on. You're saying, I'm not arguing why would she attack you. I'm saying if she attacks you, you feel like you have a better chance of defending yourself against the woman versus the man. Right?
That's a part of it. Yes, that's not the only reason.
Hold on. I know.
The major reason is because I know she won't attack me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I do know that. Brother, I'm so confident about that. I will literally walk down the alley with any woman in the world. I don't give a fudge. I'm not worried about a woman attacking me. The likelihood that some random woman is going to attack me while I walk with her down the alley is almost zero. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But you're trying to make it seem like because there's a 0.0000001% chance that she'll attack me, then see, that's why we got to call it both ways. Like, brother, that's not logical. That don't make sense, fam. Y'all let him go. Go ahead, world citizen. It don't make no sense, bro.
You should shoot my point and the other dimension of this question. The reason why you feel you can defend yourself more so against the woman than the man is because of biology, right? You are.
Oh, this is so stupid.
I don't do this while you're talking. Come on. You can defend yourself against a woman better than you can a man. So that's my point. When we look at nature, there are prey and there are predators. Hold on. Because of just how biology is, 9 times out of 10, the predator will be the man because the woman automatically knows she cannot attack a man and then be successful in that.
There you go. Hold on, wait. So you just proved my point. So why would she attack a man? Why would world citizen? You're talking in circles. The woman, hold on, world citizen. The woman knows. Y'all don't mute him anymore, please. World citizen. The woman knows that you just said it. The woman knows that if she attacks, she is more than likely going to lose that fight. Right? You and I know that, but also she knows it better than both of us put together, right? So why would she here's what I'm saying, bro. Even if she wanted to attack me, she wouldn't, because she knows that more than likely she would lose. But a man, on the other hand, he's not thinking that. Men are like, I'm bigger, I'm better, whatever the case. Even if he might end up losing, he don't care, because men don't think like that. We're roughly the same size. Oh, he's 6 foot, 190. I'm 6 foot. I'm 5'9", 200. Okay, well, like it's gonna be a fight. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what are you talking? We all know that.
We're on the same page here.
Okay, now you're gonna say we on the same page. Okay, go ahead.
Because you admit that in life there are predators and there are prey, and 9 times out of 10 the man will be the predator just because of how biology is set up, how our biology is set up, right?
No, not just because. No, that's not. No, nope. You're not listening. You're talking. You're not listening. That's not because of our biology. That is because we are socialized. Sir, listen to what I'm saying. World citizen, listen to what I'm telling you. Men feeling compelled to be violent is not natural. The level of, I'm not saying that no level of violence is natural. I'm saying the level of violence that men exhibit and perpetuate is way out of whack with our nature. Way out of whack. We are socialized to be extremely violent. Men are. Women aren't. Women are not socialized to be extremely violent. Men are. So why are you talking while I'm talking, world citizen? Why are you talking while I'm talking? Women are not socialized to be extremely violent. Men are. That is the 9 out of 10. That's what pushes it over the edge. The 9 out of 10 is the fact that men are socialized to be violent. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You keep trying to base it in some like, oh, he's bigger, that's why he's gonna attack. Smaller people attack bigger. Like, smaller men attack bigger men. It ain't about this. What are you talking about? It ain't always about a bigger man attacking a smaller man. It's that men are violent and men be attacking because we're socialized to do so, brother.
Before we were socialized to do so, there were still outliers, many of them, who would go out and attack whoever.
That's an oxymoron. Many outliers is an oxymoron. Do you know what it?
I said as many outliers. I'm saying
many outliers is an oxymoron. You can't have many outliers.
Let's throw out a number and say 1 million people. There's 1 million people, outliers of society. Regardless, before we were socialized to be angry, like you're saying, there were still 1 million people that were going out and committing violence against.
Out of how many people, world citizen?
Out of 100 million people. That doesn't matter. My point is,
it ain't even that much.
Listen, my point is that there's always going to be outliers, right, who do not care about how they were socialized. They're going to commit violence regardless.
Man.
Before we were socialized, before we believe what you believe, there were still people committing acts of violence against one another.
And who are these people most likely? Are most likely to be men or women? Which
They were the men.
okay, then what is your point?
Because my point is, if you know that that's the case, if you know before you're socialized, after you're socialized, no matter what, you know that that's the case, why not move in a way to protect yourself in those situations, or to make it so you're not in those situations? That's what
I don't understand. In what situation? I'm not worried about a woman. What situation should I be worried about a woman in?
I'm saying people that you would consider the prey in this predator-prey situation. Why not? That's all I'm saying. If you know that's the case, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying we should be, you know what I'm saying, committing active violence. I'm saying why not?
Hold on. Are you blaming the victims? Why didn't that's like asking, that'd be like me asking you, why did you allow your mom's friend to harm you like that? Like, what are you talking about? You know how insensitive that is?
Listen.
I'm listening. You just talking. I'm listening very closely to what you're saying. You're not listening to what you're saying. You're just saying stuff to try to make a point. Sir, your point already fell dead 30 minutes ago. You never had a point. I promise you. You're still making no matter what point you're trying to make, you move the goalpost 10 times, right? So the bottom line, nope, I haven't made any of these analogies, sir. Trust me, I ain't moved the goalpost once. I'll go back to the prompt initially. Sir, the whole point of this is to prove that men do not protect women, that we don't desire physically. Even if you could be married and be faithful. You see a damsel in distress and she ain't attractive, most dudes ain't helping her. And I ain't even talking about with like from a dude. I'm saying like opening up a door, helping her with her groceries in the car. Like, it don't matter. Dudes women will tell you this. I won't say attractive or not, I don't know, but women will tell you this. When men find them attractive, though, they will ask her if she needs help, even if she don't need no help. That's how I know. Like, men go out of their way to. See, that's a lie.
It's not. You just admit it. I told you. I said if your women find you attractive, she's willing to be nicer to you and more lenient in social situations.
Sir, I don't. Go ahead, BPG.
She's not.
It don't even. This shit is crazy. Oh, they got 15 on his head.
I don't know why your word is concrete and wrong.
15 on his head. Go ahead.
Yeah. Because I think that this happens very, very, very often when people associate biological differences with social constructs. Like, that's what that is. There is no such thing as men being natural predators toward women. That is social training. And if you look anthropologically at nations before we were socialized to, have all this industry and, before capitalism and inception of patriarchal structures, the community was fairly egalitarian. Like, there wasn't this, predator versus prey thing. And it really doesn't even make sense when it comes to humans anyway, because when you talk about a predator versus prey, in the animal kingdom, that predatory animal is seeking prey because it's hungry. Like, more than likely, that's why. It's not just because, like, it's trying to get its rocks off or it wants to dominate some level of power. That's what that has to do. That is socially constructed. So that's not a mirror of nature. That's literally conflating those biological differences to try to make sense of things that we were socially constructed to do. But especially with women don't take the chance of, doing a favor for a man that they may or may not like, because of the fact that they usually end in something dangerous. How often have we seen women who are great victims or experience an SA, and people and the police will ask, well, what did you do for him? What did you do to him? And she'll say, well, he was at the bar. I got him a drink. Oh, well, you must have led him on. You must have led him to believe that meant that he had reason to flirt back with you because you did this, because you were too nice, because you were wearing this, and because of the fact that he was attracted to you, that means that you somehow lured him in based on his level of attraction. That's usually what's happening. So women don't often take those chances of, they find a man attractive, so now they're going to do some level of favor for him because, he's attractive. That's not a thing. It's not to say that it doesn't ever happen, which obviously would be a dumb question. But it's
how do you, what makes you, why are you saying that it's fake? That's what I'm saying. You don't have anything rooted in logic, right? Like you're spiraling, bro. What she said made perfect sense. Why would a woman, when also there are experiments done, there's studies done on this where women appreciate the Cash App, y'all. When women they would help a man, they say hi to a man or whatever, like they're at a cash register and now the man is like following her home from work every day. Like women do not go out of their way, no matter how attractive a man is to them. Most women do not go out of their way to say anything to that man, because even attractive men be dangerous to women, and they know that. They don't care. You think they vaginas just gonna get so wet? I gotta go say hi to this dude. I gotta go help him with this. What woman is helping you do anything, by the way? Like, what do you need help with? Help putting your groceries in their car? When was the last time a woman's ever walked up to you and was like, "I'll see you putting those groceries in there. Can I help you with that?" That is not stuff that women do. That shit that we do for them when we find them attractive. When they're buying a bunch of stuff out of Starbucks and there's 19 cups and they're trying to figure, yo, I got you. I could walk you to your car. That's the stuff, man. I've seen this shit happen before. I've never seen a woman do that for a man. And I don't think women are mean at all. I just think that women know that men be creepy. So they like, I ain't about to walk with this dude to his car. I'm asking for something at this point. Jesus Christ.
I'm not saying they go out of their way to put groceries in. That's just a weird situation. I'm talking about women in general will treat a man nicer, will be nicer, will be flirtatious if they find him attractive.
This is such a...
Yes, it happens.
Okay.
We're all on TikTok right now. You can go on that weightlifting post. There's nothing but women under there commenting.
What is the point? What is the point in saying this? You see how far you move to go. Who cares if women would flirt with the dude they find attractive? Who cares?
You hop in, say something, someone else hop in and say something. I'm arguing different points. I'm not moving the goalposts. I'm arguing all your different points that you're trying to make. I'm not moving the goalposts. My original point when I came on here was it was a choice. It's not about attraction. You can't say attraction. There's no stat behind attraction. That is a subjective thing. That's all I was saying when I first came on here. And then you took my points and then kept making different points. And I'm arguing.
No, I just kept debunking your points that you were trying to make. I wasn't making different points.
You're just asking random questions, and then when I answer the question,
that's what you were doing. No. That's projection.
Can I ask one question?
Who?
Yeah. Is it solely? Are you saying solely attraction?
What?
Are you saying solely attraction, that men only protect or help women?
Read the prompt. Men only protect and help women that they're attracted to, excluding their family and friends. And even half of that time, even more than likely, they ain't helping them either. But I left some room for those people. What is? Mm-hmm.
So what about the women that are senior citizens? The men don't help them.
They don't. You didn't see that woman that just drowned in the pool in Vegas? Surrounded by men. It was 15 men that walked by her. Nobody helped her because she was a middle-aged woman, 55 years old.
You're using one incident.
Hold on, that's what you're doing.
You're using one incident.
That's what you're doing, Rango. You see how stupid that is when you do that? Then when I do it back, now you want to say, oh, you're using an anecdotal? Yes, just like you just did. I just proved mine. That wasn't anecdotal. Sir, that's anecdotal what you were describing. All the senior citizens? What senior citizens? Where? What are you talking about?
Do you not see senior citizens there?
That would be anecdotal, Rango. Use your mind. That's anecdotal. Jesus Christ, man. Y'all just be... Do you guys really... Seriously, do you guys not understand words or like what's going on, fam? On some real shit.
Your prompt is just a generalization.
So what?
What do you mean, so what?
Nothing's wrong with a generalization.
Wait, what's wrong with a generalization?
I said nothing is wrong. Sir, I live in Southern California. I live in Long Beach. But if I were in Palm Springs and I said it's hot in Palm Springs, that's a generalization, right? But it's freaking true. It is hot in Palm Springs the majority of the time. That's what generalizations mean. Generally speaking, the majority of the time, generalizations are perfectly okay. They save us all time. You do them every day. I do them every day. The only thing that's making you mad about this is because this shit probably applies to you.
Okay, so if it applies to you, that's when you can only get angry. So when white people were saying black people, right? All of black people are considered savages and they're uncivil, right? Which is a generalization, by the way, and it's going to be true.
Is it true?
It is true.
Hold on, is it true?
No.
Okay, then what the fuck are you talking about?
But it's a generalization. generalization, right?
I just told you to see, you weren't listening. I'll go back for you. I'll go back for you, Rango. I said, I live in Southern California. If I say that it's hot in Palm Springs, which it is, if you guys don't know, it's hot as hell in Palm Springs. It's the middle of the desert. If I say it's hot in Palm Springs, or if I say it's rainy in Seattle, it rains in Seattle, or it's rainy in Seattle. Seattle is very rainy. It's actually true, statistically true. Most days are rainy. Most days in Palm Springs are hot. That is a statistical fact. That's cool to say. Everybody gets that, right? I get the idea. If I go to Palm Springs, more than likely it's going to be hot. I should dress accordingly. If I go to Seattle, more than likely it's going to be rainy. I should dress accordingly. You saying what you're saying when white people say racist, untrue things about us is not a generalization. It is a prejudice. Completely different.
So generalizations cannot be a prejudice.
They could intersect, but that one doesn't. It's just a prejudice. It's not a generalization. Because are most black people savages?
You notice how you use the word statistics? Now, let me ask you, how can you use statistics?
Now you pivoting. Go ahead.
How can you use statistics to prove that men only protect or help women that they're attracted to?
As a group, men don't protect women at all. As a group.
Where's the statistics on this?
The fact that the women are mostly SA by men, they're more like the person who is most likely to harm them, unalive them is a man. They are socially, they make less money than, like, what are you talking about? Statistically. See how once again, y'all not using your thinking caps. You're not using your put your thinking cap on.
That has nothing to do with the prompts.
Hold on, wait, time out. That does it? Huh?
That absolutely has something to do with the prompt.
Yeah, y'all just say that is actually like what do you guys think protection is?
Bro, let me ask you this. You're saying that those statistics have something to do with the prompt. They don't. Because I'm gonna say that all those times that you're talking about on the statistics, there's not a gang of men around watching the essay happen.
This mother. He missed the whole point. He missed the whole point.
Hold on a second. Are you saying in every single scenario that a woman is being attacked by a male assailant, there is a group of men watching this?
Nope, never said that, Rango. I'll go back and I'll say it again. Hey, hold on. Y'all can't ask me a question and then keep talking. I got you. Blessings. Real quick, let me go back one more time. We're gonna go to blessings. Sir, what I said was, and I quote, men are most likely to unalive a woman, they're most likely to be the one to unalive a woman, to abuse a woman, to beat on a woman, whatever the case may be. That's what I said. I didn't say in every situation there's a crowd of men going, hey, do your thing. That's not what I said. I said that the men are more than likely going to be the ones who harm the women. That is my proof that men absolutely don't protect women. That's the proof. Go ahead, blessings. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, no, that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, that's what the utilization of statistics, generalizations, based on the majority. Like in fact, yes, like you're saying, so World and Rango can understand that not even when crime is being committed or harm is being done to a woman, in most cases it's done by a man. So that is in fact that man not protecting that woman in that one-on-one scenario. So that's what he's trying to say. Even when we talk about the nature of being a predator and being a prey, that's a social construct based through capitalism. Like, everybody's trying to be a predator, but we can only prey what's weaker than us in most cases.
Prey on.
So what ends up being at the bottom of that totem pole a lot of times is women. Doesn't matter the color of them, is women.
And children.
Oftentimes, the men are the one believing that because I'm the man, this is how you should respond to me, without taking into account whether a woman wants to do that or not. And then we often harm them. Not taking away from what you're talking about, World, where yes, are there cases where women then prey on someone that they feel they're stronger than, and it being a man? Absolutely, that has happened, but it doesn't happen in the majority of a man doing it to a woman. If men didn't prey on women, that's exactly it. And if men, why don't men
why don't men, like, you're not worried, like, when you go out with your friends and things of that nature, you're not worried that, like, your friends are gonna, your male friends or anybody, male or, you're not worried like they're gonna do anything to you, like SAU, roofie, like, you're not worried about none of that stuff. We don't even think about that stuff with our men, because we're not the prey. We know we're not the prey of other men in that way. We know that. So what are we talking about? Women have to worry about that, even with their friends. I'm sure a lot of times women are like, you know, like they're on guard, at least to a certain, definitely for a certain period of time. And then maybe the guard may come down, but I don't know. It seems like they should at least be on guard. Seems like they should always be on guard.
Yeah, no, and in a lot of cases, one of the points I wanted to make back when Mel was on, like, absolutely, a lot of the harm that men do towards women is rooted in a lot of insecurities, like the fact that we have to lie in a lot of cases to try to get them somewhere, because it's ultimately something we're trying to get, because we can't get it by being honest. Yeah, we can't get it by saying something straight up. So we're gonna lie. We're gonna add our insecurities in it. We may not have the money that they need. We may not have the looks that they want. So we're gonna fake it with a particular car. We're gonna fake it with particular clothes, all to get them in a vulnerable place to cause harm to them. Yep. And then we're talking about the ones that actually do cause the harm, not we're saying just on a regular basis. And you were absolutely right. If I'm walking down an alley with someone I do not know, I'm absolutely going to take a risk assessment of how I'm going to handle this situation. Same thing with handing off my wallet. Before I hand my wallet to somebody and I got to run somewhere, I'm going to take a risk assessment of the two people that are there. And I'm going to see who is least likely to run away with it. Yeah. They may both run away with it. Yeah, you don't know either one, but you're gonna do the quick math in your head. You're gonna go, okay, it's a man, it's a woman who are here, who is least, just based on that, because that's really all you got. Let's say they both dress the same, you had a cool restaurant, whatever the case may be, right? So all things are equal in that regard. It ain't like, you know, two sketchy looking people, it's two upstanding citizens looking like, cool, it's a man and a woman. Who you gonna leave your wallet with? The woman. 99% of the time, the woman, period. Man or women, we gonna do that. And why is that? Are we lying to ourselves? Did we make that? No, because we know, statistically speaking, the woman is far more trustworthy than the man. It's like, it's not even close. It's just not even close. So where's the argument? Go ahead, Rango. Rango, you there? Hey, y'all. Oh, we got over 100,000. I appreciate, man. I appreciate that. Let's keep liking the live. Let's get up to 150,000. Appreciate y'all on the YouTubes, man. Let's keep it up, man. I appreciate y'all. Lux, what's good with it?
No, y'all been having a great convo towards the end. I mostly came up to just ask everyone if they could be respectful on the panel. It was getting a little difficult to follow for a second there, but y'all doing well. Any ops that are in the what is it called, requests, y'all, if you disagree with the topic, can you please come up? I know there are a lot of us in here that might agree with the host, but specifically if you disagree, can you please have you come up to the panel and hear your perspective? You guys will be the same people that complained about echo chambers but won't come up and talk about your opinion. So if you don't want it to sound like an echo chamber, please come up. We would definitely love to see you. If I see you in the request, I'm gonna automatically pull you. You don't even gotta wait in line. I'm gonna get you right up real quick. And all the usual things, like Papa already said, y'all get to 150K, bang the cash app. Remember, it's always 50 to drop it off. Yeah. Just do those things, and then if you up here, respectfully, y'all just, if the host cuts you off, respectfully, just shut the hell up. And if somebody else cuts you off, just can y'all mute up for each other, just so we can make sure that your points are being heard. Because just so y'all are privy, when you're up on the panel, the sound is a little bit different than the people in the comments, so it's real hard to hear y'all. So just keep it respectful. Y'all are killing it as usual. BPG got it up here, Pup got it up here, but all the people that disagree, can we get y'all to hop in the request, please? I'm gonna let y'all up. I promise. If you disagree, I will let you up. Just knock on the door. I'll let you right in. You. Appreciate you, Lux.
What up, Javon?
What up, public? What's good with you, fam? Listen, love the loves. Love
Love it down. Love the topic as well. I don't disagree. I think men as a whole, and I'm speaking specifically about black men, I think that the problem with a lot of black men is that they don't recognize that they do this a lot. I go back and forth with a lot of these red pill men a lot. And one of the things that they use is that they're black, so they can't benefit from misogyny and patriarchy. And I remind them that just because you are black does not mean anything. Your intersection, yes, intersectionality matters in this conversation. I will always put respect on Kimberly Crenshaw's name because there's a reason why she created intersectionality. There's a reason why we have to introduce it in this conversation. Just because you are a black man does not mean that you cannot perpetrate harm against black women. That factually as a whole doesn't make any sense. A lot of y'all look towards black women to be our protectors, leaders, and guide, but y'all don't reciprocate that same energy. A lot of times when black men attempt to, they're looking for something out of it. So it's an interaction and exchange. So for your protection, you give me something, and like that's not protection. That's something that's something else. That's not protection. You understand what I'm saying? Like in these conversations, I see black men just tussling with you, with the men on the panel, and it comes and I disagree with them, and it's very ashy. I call it ashy behavior, because that's what it is. Niggas is ashy. I don't care if that shit come up as anti-black. Y'all ashy. I say it's all black men. Y'all do too much, and I need for y'all to understand that. If a black woman is telling you to your face, like, hey, you telling me that I have to give you something in exchange for my protection, that's the actual protection. That's what she means. She's not lying to you, and she's being dead ass serious. Like, everything's not funny. Yep. If you are ashy, then you are fucking ashy. I'm not talking to all black men. I have to say this because y'all don't comprehend well. I'm not talking to all of y'all. I'm talking to the majority of y'all do this shit, and I see it from my own eyes. That's what I gotta say. I appreciate you for having this conversation, for real. I always appreciate your lives. You too, Jay. I appreciate you, brother. Hey, real quick, I just wanted to read this poll. It says, "Do men protect women?" Yes, they do, 0%. B, hell no, 100%. Do men protect women? Hell no. So are the women lying? That's my question. That usually when I have this conversation, I'm always curious to see, are the women lying? Because how much sense does it make for men to tell women that men do protect them, and then the women say, no, you guys don't? Who am I to believe? Isn't that, you know what I'm saying? Rango, are you there? Are you done, brother? Hold on, Jay Vaughn.
They're just fronting for the internet. That's all it is.
Who's fronting for the internet? The women?
Yeah, they're clearly fronting for the internet. It's just being funny. Like, it's like they obviously have been protected by a man in their lifetime at some point.
And who was trying to harm them?
I'm saying all of them, but I'm saying
the majority of them have been protected by a man. And who was trying to harm them? Most of them.
Not necessarily protected. I'm not saying only protected, but that man has helped them.
From what? Helped them to do what?
Maybe lift something, maybe.
Sir, hold on, wait, Barango. You know what's really funny? When I said the examples that I gave in society about how men are most likely to unalive women, most likely to abuse women, how women make less money than men, all these things that aren't forms of protection, you said that has nothing to do with the prompt. Now you are talking about, hold on. Now you were talking about men lifting up boxes for women as a form of protection. Are you fucking serious? Because I want you to be for real at some point tonight.
Hold on a second. Let me ask you something. If you're alone,
okay,
and there's an assailant and they're attacking you, mind you, there's no one else around. Who is going to protect you?
Protect me from this assailant? I'm going to answer this question. Probably nobody. But
okay, nobody.
Yeah. So now let me ask you. No, wait. Hold on. Wait. I got a better question for you. This mythical, magical assailant. What gender do you think this assailant is more than likely?
I don't know.
Nope. What? What gender more than likely do you think this assailant is?
It can be any gender.
I didn't say it couldn't be. What? I'll ask you one more time. What gender do you think this assailant more than likely is a man or a woman?
You tell me. I just gave a hypothetical.
So, okay, so let me get this straight, Rango. So let me get this straight. So you're just a troll? Like you don't really have a point? You don't make, you have nothing logical, nothing to add to the conversation. You're literally just up here trolling.
You're just trying to straw man me into saying it's a man. That's most likely.
How was that a straw man? Do you know what a straw man argument is?
It doesn't make sense. Like,
hold on. Wait, what is a straw? Hold on. What is a straw man argument? No, Javon, don't pull up the definition. Rango, what is a straw man argument? What? Where you at? Don't go look it up. Rango. That was crazy.
I didn't say I was looking up anything.
Okay, what's the definition?
I don't have to give you the definition.
Well, I mean, you used the word incorrect. Hold on, but you used the word incorrectly. So I figured it was fair for me to ask you, do you know the definition to the word?
Well, I concede that I probably used it incorrectly.
Okay.
I didn't mean to say straw man, but I'm saying you
they got 15 on his head. What?
I would say you wanted me to say man.
No, I wanted you to answer. No. You see how dumb that is? I didn't want you to say anything. Let me tell you what I wanted you to do. This is what I wanted you to do. Fuck what I wanted you to say. What I wanted you to do was tell the truth. That was all I wanted you to do. Because that's how I asked the question. I asked you a question that we all know the answer to. I just wanted you to be honest and see. I just wanted to see if you would be honest and answer the question honestly.
I don't see how that would. Okay, so say it's a man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a man.
Okay.
Now what? Because
the relevancy is how it don't matter who's coming to protect me. Even if a man is coming to protect me, if a man is my assailant, then men aren't my protector. Because my protector. Because if that assailant never accosted me, I wouldn't need a protector. I wouldn't need anybody to step up. You see what I'm saying? So the real protection is for the assailant to not hurt me or not try to harm me.
So the real protection is a criminal not doing a crime. You know how crazy that sounds?
It sounds a lot. No, it doesn't. Wait. I think you're using the wrong word. I think you're mixing up logical with crazy. How logical that sounds absolutely sounds completely logical.
It does not sound logical at all.
Okay.
You're expecting criminals not to do crime. What about that?
Yeah.
Sounds logical to you? What about that sounds logical to you? This is
because wait, do you know why? Do you?
If I want money, right? And you have money,
35 to drop them.
And I'm going to rob you. You're not gonna by me not robbing you is me protecting you.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, that is a protection. What do you mean? You not harming me is protection. You can harm me, or you can attempt to harm me, and you deciding not to. That's the highest level of protection. They don't get no higher than that. That's the cure to what we're talking about. That is literally the cure. What you're talking about is a band-aid. I'm talking about the fucking cure. You're saying, oh,
because there is no cure.
There is a cure.
As long as human beings still exist on this planet, there is not.
Do you know? Wait, Rango? Wait. Do you know? I don't know if you know this. First of all, crime is subjective. Crime is a made-up thing, right? But I want to ask you a question. Do you know that there were and probably still are civilizations and groups and whole groups of people where nobody is committing crimes or hurting anybody in the group?
Is it odd? Like, are we in those civilizations? You don't know what they had to do for that civilization
30 to drop.
To that point.
But that's no wait. But I do know what they had to do. That's your assumption. Don't hold on. Wait. Don't speak on stuff that you don't know and then assume I don't. Just say I don't know what they had to do to get there. But that's irrelevant though. The point is there are civilizations, and there has been documented civilizations in large groups of people where nobody was committing crimes.
So wait, the ends justify the means is what you're saying? So if whatever they did, it could have been heinous. But
it wasn't heinous though. You don't stop crime with heinous acts. It's not how you stop crime. That heinous acts perpetuate crime, right? So the way that these societies typically do it is they make sure everybody's needs are met. Because if all your needs are met, then what's the need in you doing a crime? The likelihood that you're going to do a crime is almost non-existent at that point. That's one step. But they also don't socialize people to do crime. They socialize you to not do crime. They socialize you to not hurt people. They socialize you to be nice and be caring and be empathy. Like you could socialize that into the same way that they have socialized a lack of empathy into us as men and Americans in general. You can socialize empathy into a group of people. So if you couple a society that is socializing empathy, and then they're also making sure that everybody's needs are met, right? There is no class in these societies. So you don't got to worry. It's not like, well, I see something, I got to have it. There is none of that. Everybody has whatever they need, right? So there's no need to do that. There's no need to harm anybody. And this assumption that there's always going to be a person that just wants to harm people, where did you get that from? The Bible? Who told you that?
No, I didn't get this from the Bible. This is just logical. Oh, you just said
it's not logical.
Everyone's need, you would just
it's illogical.
Need must be met. If my need was that I wanted 1 million houses, who the hell is giving that to me?
But you have to wait. Once again, you're just making up stuff. That's dumb.
I'm not making up stuff.
You are. That's not, sir. That's logical. What person is out here robbing people so they can buy 1 million houses? What are you talking about? What? How much sense does that make?
That's not the principle. The principle of the fact is needs are subjective. My needs could be something as crazy as like that.
That's not a need, Rango. That's not a need. Hold on. That's not a need. You wanting to buy 1 million houses is not a need. You needing food and needing a house, those are needs. So if you have those things, more than likely you ain't even tripping off of stealing them. You got a house. You're good. Let me read this super chat. Appreciate the super chat. No, Edit said, so he doesn't understand if we can't trust them to not harm us in general, collectively, then they are not protecting us. That's the point. If you can't, if you're telling me, if you're telling everybody here that no matter what, people, but men specifically, are going to harm people, then you're proving my point that men aren't to protect. Like, what do you mean? How can we trust men?
It's not proving your point.
Okay, go ahead. Prove.
That is not
Make it. Then what's your point?
My point is that they're not saying that the majority of men are going to be protecting majority of women. Women have openly expressed, right, that they don't need protection from men. Which is why I'm confused on this and why they care whether or not a man protects a woman in the first place. And even if it's a specific distinction of women that they're attractive, like it doesn't make sense. But even then, like I'm not saying that majority of men are going to protect majority of women. No, I would say there's going to still be men that are going to protect women. To say that no man is going to protect a woman because they're not attractive enough is completely ridiculous.
35 to drop. Go ahead, Draymond. Hey, 35 to drop. Y'all keep tapping the screen. Go ahead.
So this is overcoming the law by University of Minnesota. This is from 2015. Because I brought up rehabilitation, and I was specifically going towards the 4 different goals of punishment. I just want to exercise my criminal justice degree real quick. So punishment has 5 recognized purposes: deterrence, incapacitation, rehabilitation, retribution, and restitution. They are specific and general deterrents. So deterrence prevents future crime by frightening the defendant or the public. The 2 types of deterrence are specific and general deterrence. Specific deterrence applies to the individual defendant. When the government punishes an individual defendant, he or she is theoretically less likely to commit another crime because of a fear of another similar or worse punishment. General deterrence applies to the public at large. When the public learns of an individual defendant's punishment, the public is theoretically less likely to commit a crime because of fear of the punishment the defendant experienced. Incapacitation. Incapacitation prevents future crime by removing the defendant from society. Examples of incapacitation are incarceration, house arrest, or execution pursuant to the unaliving penalty. Rehabilitation. Rehabilitation prevents future crime by altering a defendant's behavior. Examples of rehabilitation include educational and vocational programs, treatment center placement, and counseling. The court can combine rehabilitation with incarceration or probation or parole. There are ways in which you can rehabilitate a criminal or crime. Even in this instance of what public is telling you is, if you are somebody that steals, if you are somebody if you are an individual that commits crime daily, right? If you are somebody that does something and you just go and you not do it, that itself is you protecting somebody within that situation. If you choose not to commit said crime against somebody, you will keep said person in like it just. I don't understand what you're not grasping in this conversation. I'm confused.
Hey, mute up, J-Bar. You got a lot of background noise, man. I want you to land your plane. I was like, damn, this background noise is crazy. Go ahead, Rango.
I can barely hear him because of the background noise, but keyword prevent. My point was it will always be here, no matter what. I don't disagree with the rehabilitation or that there should be better enforcement within law so that crime is less likely to happen. I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is to think that there should be a cure to where crime just doesn't happen at all. It's completely ridiculous. I don't agree with
I don't know why you think like it's really not ignorance though.
That's not thinking in reality.
I think you don't know what reality is. I don't know if you, like I just said, you're just not listening. You, for some reason, I don't know who told you this. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know why you believe this. I have no clue. But for some reason, you believe that people are innately violent and people are innately criminalistic. For some reason.
No, that's not what I believe.
Okay, then
we have the potential to do those things.
Okay, we got the potential to grow 7 feet tall too. What the fuck is the point?
The point is that to think, first of all, I'm assuming you live in America, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so America's one of the most diverse countries, one of the most have diverse cultures, ethnicities, and all that. What could we do? Propose some legislation or idea that these people can follow so that crime can be cured. There's nothing. It would intersect.
Wait. Do you want me to answer the question, or are you going to answer the question and you don't have any fucking idea what you're talking about? You have no clue. Asking me the question and then saying there's nothing. Ask me the question. You don't know what you're talking about. Can I answer it? So what can we do? What can we do to mitigate crime? Let me ask you a question. But before I...
not mitigate crime. Stop.
You can't cure somebody like some extreme, like that's stupid. Nobody is saying that. That's not what you're saying. That's not what you're saying. Nobody is arguing for a sum zero situation, bro. That's stupid. But saying that can we for all intents and purposes get rid of crime? Yes, we can. Will it stop it from ever happening? No, that's dumb. That I agree with. But that's not what we're talking. If that's what you're saying, then cool, I guess. But what is the point in saying that?
Is my background better?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
but
so the reason why I was reading all those goals of punishment is because we're talking about crime. In this, what I learned when I was in my undergrad is those are different ways. There are different ways of curing people who are criminals or have committed a crime. Crime is not just specific to that of America. Crime is everywhere in any country, nation, continent. Crime it exists everywhere. In the rehabilitation part of the 4 goals of punishment, it specifically focuses on why you may be a reoffender, why you are this, why you are that. And they go in and they recommend certain programs for you. They list things like AA. They tell you how you can improve in life. And in the conversation of a man doing X, Y, Z to a woman, and he decides not to do so, that is him protecting her. If I don't go and hit a woman, if you are a man that enlists violence against a woman by bodily harm or injury, and you choose not to do so, that is you protecting her. Because you chose not to put your hands on her.
Facts. Super easy.
So I shouldn't have to repeat the same thing that public just told you. But I think what was not being understood, right, is we all understand that crime within itself can be done, it can be demolished, it can be do away with. With men as a whole, we have yet to unpack misogyny and patriarchy fully. And I don't think that if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking, I just want to just for clarity purposes.
I'm 22.
Okay, so we're not that far apart in age. I'm 25. So in this conversation, I think you should understand, as somebody who's Gen Z as well, men as a whole can stop being violent. They just choose not to because they become comfortable with being a part of the patriarchy. And as me and you being both men, we are part of the patriarchy regardless if we want to accept it or not. We benefit from that system. Because
being violent is just very nuanced. Like if I teach myself how to defend myself, am I then violent?
What?
You're defending no. So what you're trying to equate in a conversation is a man committing a crime against women to you defending yourself. In the instance of you defending yourself, you would be defending yourself against somebody who is trying to commit bodily harm to you. This is not a nuanced conversation. It's commonsensical.
It is, because
like there's
certain states where
they do stand your ground. I'm aware. Florida is one of them. I'm aware of the stand your ground law. They use stand your ground law to justify the unaliving of black people. You also know that. I think
what Rango is trying to say. Wait, Rango, correct me if I'm wrong. You're just saying that just because a person is violent doesn't mean that they have to use the violence against somebody. Like it doesn't equate to like automatically they're going to go out and harm somebody. Is that what you're trying to say?
Can you repeat that again?
So if you teach yourself how to defend yourself, that doesn't mean you're going to go out and go harm somebody else. You're just like, I just want to be, I just want to be able to protect myself if somebody tries to harm me.
Yes.
And in that case, you would have the propensity for violence.
So that would make you violent?
No, you would have to actually be violent to be violent. You'd have to actually commit the act of violence to be violent, right? So you're not violent yet. You have to actually be violent to be violent, right? GV, where you going, brother? Don't run. Yeah. So I wouldn't consider that to be you being violent. I wouldn't consider that you being violent at all. You are, because I don't know how you're talking about training. You could work out, you could lift weights, you could do push-ups, you can do pull-ups, and you could punch on the punching bag and do shadow boxing. And you don't got to be like in a ring fighting nobody. That's not violence. You're not violent at all. You haven't hurt anybody. You're not being hurt. You're not hurting anybody. There's a bunch of ways for you to train and protect yourself. You can protect yourself with a knife. You could get on a dummy and learn how to pull the knife out fast and work on a dummy. And, there's all types of ways to learn how to protect yourself. Happens all the time, right? That doesn't make you violent. But if you go out in the world and you commit acts of violence against other people, now you are violent. Before that, you have the propensity for violence, which we all do. My son has a propensity for violence. He's 8 years old. Right? Anybody is capable of being violent. Anybody is. That's not the question. Hey, Jay, I'm gonna rotate you out. Go ahead, Rango. GV, where'd you go? What up, fam? Why GV drop? He was up in there saying some problematic stuff. We got to get to the bottom of it. No problem, Javon. You know I got you, brother. GV, what's good with it? Oh, hold on. Wait till GV come up here. I need to hear this. Hey, y'all. Appreciate the taps, man. Let's get the likes up on the YouTubes too. Share, like, and share the live. They got the numbers. They've been hating on your boy recently, man. But let's break through, man. Let's get some of these gift goals knocked out. Let's keep the live alive. Bang the Cash App one time. Support the live. Go ahead, GV.
Hello, host.
Good. What's good with it, bro? What you got to say about it, man? What you got to say about it?
I just want to say that a lot of men, the small percentage of men that women cater to based on attraction, never have to be better because they go through life being catered to by their looks only.
So, whose fault is that?
It's women's fault.
How's that women's fault?
Because it's women's fault because no good men should have access to women. If a man is no good, if he's not a protector and provider, he shouldn't have access all his life based on his looks, according to women. But they do all the time.
You made the same argument last time. What does this have to do with the prompt? Is that all you talk about? Is women being attracted to me? I don't understand. What does this have to do with protection? I'm curious, GV.
It got something to do with protection because a lot of women are not getting with men that protect them. They getting with whoever they like, whoever look good to them, and they not getting with men who are actual protectors and providers.
You do realize that most women are hurt by like their fathers and their uncles and stuff like that, right? How did they? So did they choose their uncles and their fathers?
No, they did not.
Okay, then what are you talking about? I'm not understanding. Why once again? Why are you blaming the attractive dudes that's getting picked by the women? I don't understand. It's weird. What are you?
I'm saying the prompt is about protective men, right?
Men not protecting women, yeah.
Okay, I'm saying that a lot of women cater to men, to the worst men based on attraction. So a lot of men don't have to ever go through life trying to become better because
are most men attractive, GV? Are most men attractive? Does this apply to most men? The group of men you're talking about?
No.
Okay, then why are we talking about it? It's a very small percentage of men that are this attractive. Very small percentage, right? This ain't nowhere near the majority of men. It ain't half men. It ain't 15. It's probably 5% of men you're talking about. Why are we talking about 5% of men?
Because most women cater to their small percentage.
They can't. That doesn't even make sense. You got up here and told me that you don't have a problem getting women and blah, da, 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 da. I've never had a problem getting women. Da, 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 da. Right? Who cares? Women be going.
It's not about me. It's not about. I'm telling you what.
It is about you.
I'm telling you about women's actions. This ain't got nothing to do with me.
But you don't know their actions, though. We already went through this. You don't date men. So you told us you don't date men. You don't know shit about women's actions. You don't know how they pick men. You don't know nothing about it. What are you talking about?
Okay, so you telling me if I observe women's actions for 30 years,
you haven't.
How
old are you?
It's not real.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
You ain't been observing women for since you was 2 years old, brother. That don't even make sense. See what I'm saying? That's just stupid. Go ahead, BBG.
He got to the bottom of his own point, and I like when men say this because they always talk about how women they choose the incorrect man, and that's the reason why they end up with these men who are violent or men who don't properly lead them. Because if they were the type of woman who chose a man who was less attractive, or if they were looking for other traits besides money, or looking for a bad boy thing, or if they increase their standards for what that man should and shouldn't do to them, then that means that man would perform differently. And we've had this conversation before about men performing masculinity, because there's no way for men to know the difference between these men, between the good men and the bad men, because there's no way for men to tell the difference, because they don't even know if they're the good men or the bad men, because they will consistently tell us that if a woman, the way that a woman performs femininity directly affects the way that a man performs masculinity. Because if she doesn't give the bad guys the time of day, or if she raises her standards for what it is she desires from him, that changes the type of man that he is. That directly affects whether or not he is a good man or a bad man. But it always ties in together. And I specifically like talking to red pill men, because the arguments are always
I got the cash app is coming.
It's easy to find the loopholes in it, because they also excuse that by purporting that, there's always going to be violence. Like, violence will always exist. So the excuse for men, you say what?
No, I was just agreeing with you. I said,
Yeah, so the excuse for men is that violence will always exist. So there's nothing that we can do about the men who are violent, because violence will always exist, except they also say that the reason why the men are violent and the reason why the women are choosing the men is because they don't have standards for the men. At no point in this is the man the leader. At no point is he the stronger-willed one. At no point is he the more intelligent one. Everything that he does is contingent on whether or not that woman raises a standard or not, whether or not she's attractive or not. Like all of it is based on her and her leadership and whether or not she chooses him to lead her into the light. So it's always like these really weird ideas bouncing off of each other. And the basic point is that a lot of these guys are trying to deflect from being responsible for their actions and understanding that violence can be curbed if you curb it. If you're not violent, women don't have to experience violence. But instead, they would rather say that the violence will always exist. So that's the reason. The reason why I treat her the way she do is because she didn't have a high standard for me. That's on her. Yep. So if she ends up with a man who is a bad dude, it's just because, hey, she didn't expect more from me. This other woman expected more from me. So that's how I perform my masculinity, and I got the job.
No, that's a lack of integrity. You don't have any integrity. You need somebody else to make you be a better person. You can't just be a better person on your own because you should be a better person.
Character isn't there.
No character. Appreciate the Cash App to me. And she asked, GV, she said, how ugly are you?
I'm not gonna lie, me personally, I wouldn't let her get away with that. That's just me though.
Man. Hey man, they asked it. If they send a Cash App, I'm gonna ask the question. She asked. She said, "How ugly are you?"
As long as Benjamin Franklin gravitate towards me, I don't care about none of that.
Got you.
I just want to for the record.
Yep, you gonna get your money. Go ahead. Wait. I wanted to. Go ahead, Jeff.
As long as the money keeps coming to him, he doesn't care. And generally, as women, as long as
Mute up,
men that are problematic like you stay away from them, then they're just fine also. So as long as you make your presence known in the way that you're knowing right now, as long as the money comes to you, that's the only concern you have. And you don't want to do the work to become a better person, then that's fine. For them, they will stay away from you, and that's this conversation. And you're not clocking that very well.
It's easy for you to say, especially since this country is ran out of white supremacy.
What a terrible take. What did that have to do with anything he said? What a terrible take that was. You thought you ate with that one, huh? Oh, you white, so how dare you say anything logical to me? He still made a valid point, bro. What the fuck is what be wrong with y'all, man? Shit is crazy. What is going on, bro?
So America not ran out of white supremacy.
That's a Rango. This is what you call a straw man argument. Because I'm not saying that. See what I'm saying? That's a straw man argument. See how he just. So you saying that the country ain't ran off of white supremacy? I didn't say that. Yeah, it is. But what does it have to do with what Jeff said? Absolutely nothing. You're trying to deflect. That's all you're doing. That is a straw man argument, Rango.
We hold those lives like on Tuesday. If you want to come back, we'll break that down the best we can, and we'll work towards a better goal on that because it's a bad system we're operating inside of, but you're perpetuating a bad system on what you're saying. He
don't even know he perpetuating white tea supremacy. That's the craziest part. A black man talking the way you talking, and then don't even understand you perpetuating white tea supremacy, and then to calling out white tea supremacy is hilarious.
All I care about is the bag. When the white folks got most of the bag.
Got most of the bag. Hey, and the man he named is an old unalive white man. Talk about all this old unalive white man face on this paper. Keep coming to me. What? That's white tea supremacy. In and of it, what you talking about, bro? You sound like a real white tea supremacist.
Capitalism is also supported by white tea supremacy. And
it was created on the bound. It was created to perpetuate white tea supremacy. But go ahead.
And if you do it, if you talk about it in order, patriarchy came first. So before we even get to white supremacy or capitalism, let's deal with patriarchy, which is the topic of this episode.
Hey, go ahead, GV. I'll be right back. I gotta get my charger. GV, is you there? Oh, GV not there.
Yeah, I'm still there.
Oh, go ahead, brother. I saw you on mute. Go ahead.
So, GV, do you want to pull the conversation back to like how we can become better and making sure that we leave space for women and things of that nature, instead of like worrying about discussing a bag and white supremacy and all of the other things?
It sounds good, but a lot of people get on social media and complain about the problem, but their actions are not a part of the solution.
I'm glad you framed it that way, because you're on social media and the things that you're aligning with aren't part of the solution. So you're on a panel and you're saying things that are problematic to society.
Mm-hmm.
When I say that I'm focusing on money, it's because I see a lot of women's actions that are hypocritical. Like you can't cater to the terrible men that you like based on attraction, and then come on social media and say men don't do this, men don't protect it, men don't provide, men ain't this, men ain't that. But then when you log off, any man that you attracted to, you sleeping with.
What?
See, this is where I disagree here. And normally I would just keep my mouth shut, but because it's funny, it's entertaining. But I disagree because, first of all, it's ignorant to say that, well, that you should choose better. You should choose better men, because that would imply you know what the better man is. And truth be told, we don't. No man knows what that better man is for that woman. Only the woman would know. But I do believe that women should stop settling with men that don't meet or exceed their expectations. Because why are you marrying a man that does not meet or exceed your expectations?
Exactly.
No, that's different. That is different. I'm not saying they should choose better. I'm saying to stop settling.
It's literally exactly the same. I think
it's not the same.
It's exactly the same. If it had came out of a womb, it would be twins. It's exactly the same, because the implication is that women just don't know how to treat men, whether they are marrying those men, whether they're dating those men, or whether they're sleeping with those men. And most of the time, when y'all have these conversations, men's excuse or the way to fix that problem or repair that problem is that women need to be around men to teach them to be with the right type of man.
No, that's not what I'm implying at all.
I didn't say that that's what you were implying. And this is in general. This is another generalization. If you take a note of it, I don't know how you want to categorize that. But more often than not, men believe that if women have a father figure around or an uncle, or if they have a man that teaches them how to choose a good man, then that is how they avoid the bad men. But there is no way to avoid the bad men, because bad men wear suits, they have good jobs, they have nice smiles. Some of them, as Javon called, are ashy. Some of them wear baggy pants or tight pants, or they wear shorts, or they have long hair or short hair. Some of them are unattractive. Some of them don't have jobs, but they all have one thing in common. They know how to lie. Mm-hmm. They know how to present themselves as somebody that's trustworthy, that's loving, that's kind, that is there to protect them. And then they abuse that trust in some way, whether they do it in a month, 6 weeks, a year, sometimes 2-3 years. There are men who have waited. I have seen women with my own eyes who have been with men for 10 years before he completely loses his mind. This is not a fly-by-night idea that women are just, deciding to be with bad men. This is something that consistently happens because of the way that men are socialized. And if y'all were socialized to be better people, as opposed to relying on the women that you're attracted to have higher standards for you to be a better man, then it would be better for all of us. Because if you had the kind of character where you said, I'm not going to do women wrong because I don't want to do women wrong, that saves women, as opposed to I'm not going to do this woman wrong because this woman may leave me, or this woman may not want to be in a relationship with me. Those are two different things. And y'all have a real character problem that y'all have to deal with that you don't want to deal with, and you want to pass off to women instead of actually looking at the issue and addressing.
I also think that men, that this if you for Rango to be somebody got a lot of background. I think that's you, BPG. Hold on. Yeah. For this thing to be true, right? For what Rango was saying, Rango, I want you to understand. Let's say women did wait until they got with the man that met that, you know, that criteria that you mentioned. How many men do you think actually meet that criteria? If I'm like percentage wise, do you think most men meet that criteria? You think very little men? You think some men? Like what? Like, you know, you don't gotta give me like a number. If you can't give me a number, just guesstimate.
I can't give you a number, but I can't say most men don't meet this criteria.
You don't. You said you can't say most men don't.
No, I said I can't give you a number.
Yeah,
but I can't say most men don't meet the criteria. I agree with that.
Yeah. So most. Yeah. So I think it's the vast majority of men. I think the vast majority of men don't meet the criteria, right? So so let's go back to it. If women tomorrow collectively said, I'm not settling at all anymore, because I've had ran whole prompts on this for hours and hours and hours, how women settle and men don't, right? Women settle constantly, men don't. And I agree with you. Women do settle constantly. They have to. If they want to be with the man, because the vast majority of men don't meet the criteria that you laid out. That's just the reality. Like, I really don't think you understand that. Like, it would be so few children being born. It would be so, like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know. Like, it would be so bad. Like, I don't even know if humanity would survive if they did what you're suggesting to do, because there are so few men who actually meet this criteria. You see what I'm saying? So women getting with men and the man being like good enough at the time, let's say, for an example, and her being like, I could work with this, I'll help him become a better person. I think, I mean, I'm not suggesting they do that, but I'm saying I could see the logic in that. Like, he's, you know, I like him. There's things about him, I'm going to get with him, yada, yada, yada. But like, if women didn't do that, I wouldn't have a wife. GV never would have ever kissed a girl. Jeff probably wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, we never would have anything if women didn't settle for us. So think about what you're saying. I know to you it sounds like wisdom, but it's so funny that when I said that we can stop crime by giving people the things that they need, you said that was crazy. Then you turn around and say women should just stop picking men who don't meet this criteria of, and to be fair, what you said was, for all intents and purposes, a decent human being, right? You're just asking women to lower their to keep their standards at the level of a decent human being, not a Superman, a decent human being, which is rational. I agree with that. But the vast majority of men are not decent human beings. That's the problem with that logic, right? I think it's easier for us to get rid of crime than it is for us to ask women to do the thing you're describing. You see what I'm saying? I think it's easier for us to mitigate violence and to basically stop violence in its tracks than it is for women to be like, I'm not settling for a man who doesn't meet this criteria. Because men are so below. We're so anemic in this area. We're so deficient in these areas. Like, when are we ever like, and how are we going to meet the criteria? How, the next question then becomes, Rango, how do men become better? You see what I'm saying?
I can answer that.
Okay.
So when we see, like, in a successful relationship, is that within a man, or like a man would have mental fortitude and emotional awareness. Most men do not have mental fortitude and emotional awareness.
Okay, be specific, because those are two very vague terms. What do you mean?
Like, mental fortitude is like being able to make decisions, right?
I think you could just say fortitude, because fortitude would be mental. But go ahead, I hear you. I think it's redundant to say mental fortitude.
Being able to make decisions while dealing with adversity. So, like, for example, right, your wife is telling you, "Hey, take out the trash," right? And you should be taking out the trash, but you don't want to do it, and you then say, "Oh, she is nagging." You lack mental fortitude. And then also with the fact that by you doing this, by you saying that she is nagging, you lack emotional awareness, because she wants you to do something that's very important. And by you telling her off, you're telling her off how she feels. You're telling her off you're just basically telling her off. But this creates uncomfortability, right? And then the relationship fails. A successful relationship includes both parties being comfortable with each other. If you're not comfortable, it'll fail. That's why most relationships are failing. That's why most men are considered, well, there are bad men, because they lack mental fortitude and emotional awareness. And society, this is another thing, society deems it weak for men to have mental fortitude and emotional awareness, because where can we get these things? At therapy, by reading a book. These are the things that you can do, but yet society says reading a book is weak. It's for nerds.
Where do
therapy is for weak men?
Yeah.
Like that.
Where do women get this mental fortitude from? Because they have it, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So where do they get it from? You think they all read a book on it, and went to therapy?
I believe
most women don't go to. Most people don't go to therapy. So
most people don't go to therapy.
Yeah. So we know they didn't get it from there. So where do they get it from?
I believe through education.
So it's socialized, right? Which that's what I've been saying this whole time. So if we can socially get, help women to have mental awareness, awareness, emotional awareness, and fortitude, and all that stuff, then, and we also can socialize men to not be violent. We can also socialize men to have those same things that women have, right?
I agree.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying this whole time, but you were disagreeing with me earlier.
I agree with that point, but I don't know. I mean,
now you don't know.
Well, I would like to throw in the trash situation too, right? Mm-hmm. Rango, if that's the way that we're navigating relationships and we're using the trash as the example, like most women that have mental stability or understanding or empathy, they're gonna look at a trash conversation as being the logic in the relationship, as you don't have a lot of depth here in what you're trying to convey in a relationship. Do you agree with that?
I was just using him as an example, but
it was a trash example. That's what we're saying. Like, that example was in fact trash.
Yeah, you brought up trash in the literal sense.
Yeah,
No pun intended or pun intended. I don't know. Either way. Hold on. Joanna, I appreciate the super chat. Joanna said women gain mental fortitude by living with depression. I agree. I think that's a part of it too, unfortunately. I don't think women have to be oppressed to have it, but I do think that is a contributing factor as to, why so many women have it and exhibit it. GV, did you want to add something? GV, did you want to add something, brother?
I'm just listening.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't, I got a question for you, GV. When you were speaking earlier, you said the reason why you're getting a bag is because women this and that. Is that true? Is that how you wanted to word that?
Mm-hmm. Basically, you only get a bag to get women, or?
No, I rather this is my life. I don't live my life for women or any other human being. This is my life. I prefer to focus on myself and focus on money.
Yeah, but the way that you framed that was you're not going to talk with women and stuff because they're chasing men that look better or something like that. Like they're not interested in you, so you ain't interested in them. So basically, like, out of spite is what you framed it.
Everybody's doing what they want to do. I'm just telling you what I choose, how I choose to live my life. But I was saying earlier that a lot of women complain about the problem, but they are part of the problem too, with constantly getting with the wrong type of men based on the wrong reasons.
I agree, GV. I agree. I think that women should, based on your logic, women should leave men alone altogether. Because it's too hard. It's too hard for them to tell which man is a good man and which man is the bad man. So why not just leave all men alone? Would you agree with that? Oh, you dropped. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So GV said he down for the 4B movement. I love that, man. We got another one. We got another supporter for the 4B movement, GV. We appreciate that, man. We do. The 4B movement is alive and kicking in tonight's live. I love it. I love when the men's be like, "Yep, just leave us alone."
I love when the men are like, "Yeah, men are terrible. Women shouldn't be interested in men." That's a fact. Yeah.
And then while simultaneously blaming women for the problem.
Which is like the next step we got to do is, because you've already recognized the problem is that there's so many trash men out here to bring the trash back, that women should stop talking to said men. So you've got to stop saying things like women just out here choosing bad. You just got to say, hey, men, we're apparently trash.
Yeah.
Apparently trash, because we're not even, women shouldn't even really be messing with us.
At this point, focus on, tell the men what they be telling them in the red pill, get your bag. And
the thing is, what a lot of people are not understanding what I'm saying. The thing is, women are not focusing on men that's trying to be, but they focusing on whoever they like and whoever they want. Do everybody understand it?
I mean, that's logical though. Why would you focus on people you don't like and people who you don't want, GV? Didn't that make sense? Who they supposed to be focused on?
You can't okay. My thing is okay. If the attractive women that I like are no good and they not doing what they supposed to do as human beings, they're terrible human beings. I need to deal with whatever come with it.
Do you really think, GV, hold on, brother. GV, hold on. I'm sorry, I got to interrupt you. I'm sorry, brother. Let me just, sir, do you really think these men are just coming to these women and presenting themselves as pieces of crap? And the women are like, oh, you're so fine, I'm still going to date you. You really think that that's what's happening, brother? Like, I really want, like, I'm very confused by this. You and I know, we know the term game, right? We know the phrase game, men running game. Why do most men not run game? When did that stop being a thing? When did men become so honest and we just started telling women, we started wearing our hearts on our sleeves? And
because look, man, the men that women are extremely attracted to, they can be no good, and they can tell women that they not no good, and women will still date them.
Hold on, so you believe that? So wait, so that's what I'm saying, GV. Think about what you're saying. I know that sounds right to you, but think about it for 1 second. So if that is the case, then why do men need to lie so much? If men could just go around here telling women exactly what's going on, GV, I promise you, I don't care how physically attractive a man is, right? I don't. I really don't. If Jason Momoa told a woman that he had no interest in her, and I'm saying this in general, and I'm not saying this like he's a movie star, so let's, whatever. We know celebrity is different. But if Jason Momoa was Jason Momoa, but he wasn't a celebrity, he just looked like Jason Momoa, and he told women the things that you're saying men are telling women, they just, hey, I'm just gonna dog you out, and I'm gonna mistreat you, and I'm gonna be like, what percentage of women how many women do you think would actually sign up to be with him? I'm not saying no women will. I'm sure some women would be like, oh, you're just playing. They're rational. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure. But don't you think that if that man was honest about it, that the vast majority of women would reject him?
It's the vast majority. The vast majority would.
The vast majority will reject him. So I'm not understanding, why do you keep pushing this narrative that these dudes are trash They're going to the women and they're presenting themselves as trash, and the women are still going, "Oh, I like you. Come lay in my bed with me." You know that that's not the reality, right? Like, you know that the women are just being manipulated and being lied to by the men, right?
Absolutely. But I'm saying most women not getting with men based on their intentions. They getting with them based on attraction. So that mean even if
Pointless.
the man has bad intentions, even if he just wanna lay and leave, they'll still get with them because they wanna get with them too. They get with them based on attraction. It's not about anything else.
Yeah, I think you're just saying this, like it at this point. It's like no matter what we say, you're just gonna go back to saying the same exact thing. I'm not, I'm not understanding. It doesn't make any sense. What'd you say, BBG?
It's really, it's actually ridiculous. And not because there aren't women who do choose men like this. There are women who choose men that, maybe they're upfront with them and they tell them, from the gate that they are terrible men, and they mean it. They say it in a way that they mean it. But for one, that's not happening often. Two, in misogynistic minds, one woman can be representative of the whole. So in the scenario that you use with Jason Momoa, 100 women could say no. 100 women could say no. They could smack him. They could be outraged. They could start a coalition against Jason Momoa and how he's trash and blah, blah, blah. And 1,000 other women will sign up and go, yeah, we agree with you, sis. We gonna avoid him. And if one woman dates him for the rest of the decade, men will remind us that one woman chose him. Like, for that will be just the basis of the argument on and on and on and on again, because in their minds, like, this one woman is representative of all women. And we know, like, as a woman who has dated men, and it's been a long time since I've been outside, so forgive me if this is not accurate anymore, I don't know. But men don't tell you, oh no, I'm no good for you, you really shouldn't be with me, I don't got my stuff together. You know what they actually do? No, you don't want to be with me. I just, everything I touch, I mess up. I can't be with you. I mean, I would love you and I would take care of you, but I'm just not on my feet right now. You deserve somebody so much better than me. Mm-hmm. And it's not even about being a weak woman, but if you meet a guy that you are attracted to, that you actually do like, and he comes to you and he tells you that he feels like he's nothing and that he's useless and he's worthless, for sure, especially if you're younger, for sure you'll look at that man and go, no, you're not a terrible person. Mm-hmm. I've seen you do so many kind things. And she will boost that man up. But that shows the kindness and the empathy in women that is taken advantage of by men. That's still not on her, because this man was putting himself down and she decided to go ahead and date him anyway. And the crazier part is about men. Men will chase you down to the ground to mistreat you. They will jump through, just leaps and bounds to mistreat you like that. If you look at a lot of like sitcoms, and it's funny because I'm watching Jamie Foxx show right now. If you look at a lot of like sitcoms and rom-coms, men will chase women down, get with that woman, and completely mess her over. Like, we talked about the breakup before. And it was so ironic because the first 5 minutes of the movie is Vince Vaughn trying to convince Jennifer Aniston to go on a date with him. Mm-hmm. Like, he's ruined her other date. He's done all these weird things and talking all over people just to get to her. For him to be in an apartment with that lady and she asked him for 6 lemons and he couldn't even do that.
And then they want to clean up the dishes.
And didn't want to wash the dishes. For a woman that he chased down, this is what women are actually experiencing. Mm-hmm. This is what women are actually going through when they're trying to be in relationships with men and other men. Instead of being empathetic and going, well, I understand because I've gone through this with a woman, they'll say, oh, well, that's your fault that you chose wrong. And then expect for us to hear them have conversations about child support and have empathy. You should have chose better. Oh, well, the only men that are on child support are bad men who didn't choose well.
Mm-hmm. Facts. That's crazy. Hold on. Yeah, let me do the super chat real quick. No edit said, I appreciate the super chat. They said, black men seem to be upset women won't let them lead from the back of the socioeconomic and emotional intelligence line, it seems. That's that I'm chasing the bag mentality. I got to get to the bag, but we never get there. I mean, it's tough. Y'all, we can get an education though. We can read some books and do some self-reflection. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I was finna say right there. Is like the men that complain about child support to take care of a child that they help procreate. Mm-hmm. Those are the same type of men that GV is on here saying, well, all women are bad and all this. If you're complaining about child support and you're complaining about women, then you don't understand the problem of society is broken. Mm-hmm. Men perpetuate bad things within the society. So when I hear another man complaining about child support, I know in turn he's not trying to be a good father. Mm-hmm. Right? So like when I hear GV complaining about, well, women want to chase after attractive men, or they want to do this, they want to lay with a man that knows that he done said he ain't no good, and she still wants to lay with him, then he in turn knows that men, he doesn't believe that men are out here telling stories. Mm-hmm. And that's diabolical to me because I'm friends with men. Yeah, like I be hanging out with them. Wow.
That's facts. Hey, I think it's about that time, y'all. My eyes are glazing over. I'm sleepy. I appreciate everybody coming up on the panel. It's One Love, One Thug. Tomorrow, man, come on back, haters. BPG, Jeff, even GV, man. I appreciate you coming up, bro. Haters, come back tomorrow. Y'all know what it is. Were you not entertained? Man, that was good. I've been on vacay. I had a good time. Had to dip my toe back into the live pool. We back here. You on your way to Long Beach, Savvy? What you about to do? Don't hurt him. It's late. Shit, you about to get, it's 10 o'clock. What you about to do? What you about to do about here, man? Hey, I appreciate y'all over there on the YouTubes, man. Keep liking the live. I appreciate it, y'all. It's late for y'all on the East Coast, though. I know it's 1 o'clock. It's Friday, but hey, some people got to go to sleep like me. I'm tired. I'm beat down. Shout out to all the old subs, all the new subs. Shout out to the best minds in the business, man. I appreciate you, Lux. Thanks for coming up here. Thanks for everybody tapping the screen. We almost up to 200,000. 200,000. Wow, we couldn't crack 300 tonight. I don't know what's going on, man. The suppression continues. Damn, where you at, June? Sorry to anybody. I couldn't get to everybody in the queue tonight. It's my brain was fried from earlier. I ain't gonna even hold you. Appreciate you, Eat. Thanks. My brain was fried. Oh, you in Australia? Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man, my brain was fried. Some of y'all in the UK. Yep, that's what I figured. UK. I appreciate y'all though, man. Shout out to the YouTubes. Thanks for the super chats. My mom's over there on the YouTubes, man. Had a good old night, man.